her desk when you guys left. So if there's anything else you want to say to her before you go, or you can head out, it's up to you.
I guess just
I'm
as
trying
a
to
part
think. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think we have anything.
I guess my last thing that Umber would ask is there anything that those who aren't magically inclined can do to assist with the disposing of an anomaly, or is that purely in the hands of Brahm and Yuckus, and we just have to support any physical dangers they might encounter on the way?
It depends on the nature of the anomaly, and there's usually some kind of thread that needs to be put down, something that needs to be put right, sometimes just held in place. An extra set of arms is useful.
Well,
Good
we
to know
better
our
haul
limbs are
ass
subject.
to it then if we're
Let's
going
go.
to do this, because we have to be in place for the
Caravan.
caravan tonight.
Well, by afternoon for tonight, but yes. All right.
Okay, so you guys exit the Arcane Assembly. It's a short path out the white the white halls. You've navigated them a couple times now, so there's no problem finding your way out. The arcane, or the anomaly was pointed out to be on the map over here.
Right.
You-
We'll head that way.
Heading straight there.
I think so.
Is there
I don't-
anything we can because we're on a really tight schedule. I had some stuff I wanted to do afterwards, but I think we'll have time.
Could be. It's pretty close by. It's not like we're gonna eat up a lot of travel time.
Right.
Mistakes.
Yeah,
Right,
it's
on the way, I do
close.
need somebody to roll D100, please.
Could we have unpause? We can do our little shuffle truffle.
There you go. 33. Okay, so as you start entering the caves towards the anomaly, outside of the main cavern, you go into the caves, there's a large rush of people walking by and getting crowded on all sides. Just a big spread of people all of a sudden. Kind of a 1d4, please.
Man, I've just got
Brom.
all the good. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Brom, I need a perception roll, please. As you feel somebody brushed against you as you're getting crowded and bustled around. 16. Okay, you don't see anything, but after a couple seconds, the crowd fades down, and you're left with only a couple people walk by here and there, not normal non-traffic here. But you feel something stiff inside your pocket, as if something was placed there.
Reach my hand in and like kind of feel it and pull it out of my pocket and see what I pull out.
It's a folded up piece of parchment. As you unfold it, you see long, very elegant writing. Do you speak any kind of Elven? Any Drow or Elven?
I speak Undercommon.
It looks very elegant, but you can't make out what it says. You'd recognize that it is some kind of Drow language, as you've been around it a lot, but you can't actually understand it.
Yeah, I'll read this later.
Okay.
Put it back in my pocket for now. Catch up to the group.
You have an unknown note in your pocket. All right, so you're heading straight to the anomaly?
unless someone wants to bring something up.
Corwin's just like power walking, like.
Yeah, I just see everyone like
Zoom.
oh yeah, everyone else is just kind of
No,
booking it in
I
one direction. so
respect
it's like,
the. I am going to object to the act of God and continue upon my merry way.
oh, I can't read it right now, and we're doing something. We're doing something that seems important. Gotta go. Doesn't
So-
feel like it's gonna set me on fire.
As all of the South says, I ain't got time to read.
Loading.
All right, as you've entered the cave that was pointed out on the map where the entrance is, you don't know exactly where in the cave system it is, just that this is the path to it. That should be everybody, right? Did I miss somebody? Oh, Johnny.
I think, yeah. Ooh, interesting.
There we go.
Oh, it's black and white.
This is no light here, so you're running on your dark vision, so you can only see black and white.
Thank God we all have dark vision.
That is very helpful for you.
I
All right.
do in some alternative universe where someone had. Can you imagine being the one blind imbecile in this party?
One human that's like, I'm so sorry, guys. I don't think I'm going to be effective here.
Well, there are torches and lanterns you can buy. You're not.
Sure,
No,
sure,
I
but it
know,
does kind
but-
of announce yourself into the darkness when you don't have the ability to just be like, and this is normal daylight for us.
Just fumbling with the
direction-
matches.
This
That's
direction
where
you
we came
came from. Yep. So
Okay.
this is the path onward.
Okay, I'm gonna move stealthily forward and then peek around the corner.
Roll me a stealth check.
That is a good point.
Yaketh, Rom, is there any way for you to, detect where this anomaly is? I know it's in the vicinity around here, but what might it be? Like a person, a thing?
With a 26, you feel incredibly stealthy.
Excellent. I am the shadows. Let's take a look around these corners.
Give me a perception roll as you go up there.
Sadly, I am invisible, but I am not that wise.
With a 15, you notice there's not much tracks on the ground. This place hasn't been visited much lately. Probably not in at least a couple weeks. You do notice along the wall there's lots of tiny little holes in places. But that's all you pick up.
I'm gonna investigate the holes. Like I'm gonna take a look and dig in them, see what's going on in
Okay.
there.
Roll investigation. Okay. So you poke around a few, you're digging in there, you stick little wall picks in, you pry around inside. You pull back snake skin from one of them.
Oh.
Okay. Is it like intact, like it's been machined, or is it just
It's
like a?
shedded. It's like a snake
Okay.
shedded the skin.
Okay, so there's snakes around.
Nah,
Still
just their
stealth.
skin.
I mean, okay. Oh, yeah, shedded snake skin, so it's like not been butchered. Okay, so I'm gonna continue to sneak forward. Well, I'm gonna look back and gesture the rest of the party ahead.
Okay.
Also,
Actually, they can't see me, can they?
nope.
If
Not
you
that
want them
area.
to be able to see you, they can see you. It's up to you whether they can or not. Like you're not
Okay.
hiding from them in particular.
Gotcha. That's true. That's fair. Okay, gesture ahead. Come on, guys. We need to move down the hallway. It's interesting how the line of sight does affect whether or not I can see them. I like that.
Yeah, that's really cool.
As you get down here, you're noticing the holes in the wall seem to be getting a little bit larger.
Okay. So there's a little like area over here. Can I
Yep.
take a look in that and see if there's any other clues or anything worth there?
Roll an investigation for me. 14. It just seems to be where the two rocks' edges meet, as if a bit of the wall fell out. There's nothing special that you notice.
Okay. Anybody else got anything? Or just continue down the
Hmm.
hallway?
I mean, we could do if some of
Are
us
the
like
rest of
Rob
you
and I who did this.
Point of order. Are the rest of you sneaking or just walking?
I'm just walking.
I was just walking. Yeah,
think
those
he's
little
looking.
guys.
Okay.
Yeah, if we're
Let's give me the perception check.
Trusting that Naz is keeping an eye out as he's sneaking in front of us, and we're just plodding along after him.
Who'd you
Okay.
want to do perception?
Naz.
It was
Oh,
a perception
no.
check? Okay.
Carry on. Carry on.
Wait, that wasn't my perception.
That was me.
That wasn't
Sorry.
me? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The sad part is though, is I think I'm gonna roll worse than you.
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
I get a -1, man. I can see actually less than you guys can.
blind ass rogue.
Okay, stop moving for a second, please.
Oh God.
Ow.
Yes, does a 23 hit?
Oh, of course
Yeah.
it does.
As a snake comes up and bites you right in the back of your legs. Sorry, yeah,
Ow!
snake. This is little fiery flames coming off its sides and its backs. Corwin, and he does a 7 hit?
It does not.
Alright,
I have
you
a
want to roll
14.
initiative.
Oh, okay.
I also need to do the damage for you. So Yakis, you took 15 points of fire and bite damage.
Poor Yuckus.
Wow.
Yeah. That's almost max roll.
Ow. Yuckus is just the most delicious.
He does seem to get the most heat, man.
Mhm.
Slapping the poor gnome
But admittedly,
around.
you're going for the little guy first, right?
They did the front one or the
Ron's
back
like
one.
the same size.
You roll
So it
initiative?
must
I
be
don't see anybody else up there.
It says we
Oh.
can't, or can we now?
You should be able
Did
to
you
now.
click it?
Once
Oh,
it wants to have to first. One more. Yep. So Corwin, you failed to notice these holes that they were slithering out of and the sound of them approaching, but you were alerted when they tried to bite at your back of their leg. Now you see little fiery snakes coming up behind you. What do you do?
More elementals. All right, I'm gonna stab them.
Okay.
I mean, I can't talk to the snakes. That doesn't seem to be an option. So, do I use the daggers?
whatever you want.
If you're attacking with a dagger, it's up to you.
Right.
A 16 definitely hits as you slice square along its back. You do get sneak attack damage as a swashbuckler, because you're in one-on-one combat.
Oh, nice. Okay. So, through the chat is where I calculate the damage, right?
You click on the ability, you should have a damage button you can do, or you can go through chat. Five plus your sneak attack. Should be 2d6 for you.
Oh, okay. Damn. Jesus, really?
It doesn't do that automatically, yeah. That's the big thing of rogues. You get sneak attack once per round. Once per turn, technically. So a total of 15 damage as you carve a huge gash in the back of this flaming this snake. He looks well past bloodied already.
I have a bonus action, don't I? Because
Yep.
all I did was attack him with the other one, and I can do Nick with that, right?
Yep, you can do your offhand attack.
Which one's better?
What do you mean?
Sorry, I'm just looking. When you make the next attack with a lamp properly. Oh, okay. Yeah, then the short sword.
The dagger has to be in your offhand for Nick to work.
Oh, it does? Okay.
Either way you miss, so it doesn't really matter. But
Yeah, fair enough.
as it's sliding in pain from the previous hit, it managed to dodge out of the way.
End my turn.
But you're up.
Alright, seeing poor Yuckus get nastily chomped, I'm gonna hustle a little bit closer, provide some support. Into this one in the back. I'm gonna punch it in the face. Alright.
I do love that our melee like damage is like fist punching or like knife. Like we gotta be real close on people.
Mhm.
Yes.
20 definitely hits. It's a little distracted biting at Yuckus.
Don't chomp my friend.
For 4 points of bludgeoning damage as you slam it against the wall. This one doesn't look anywhere near as hurt, but he's taking something.
Okay. I'm gonna bonus action martial arts it to the face.
Okay. Fortunately, it's moving a little too fast and dodges out of your fist.
Sneaky. Alrighty. Okay, and that's my turn.
Brom, you're up.
Let's see. Gonna try a Toll the Dead on. Got it somewhere here.
It's a wisdom saving throw.
Yes.
Okay. And the front one or the back one?
Or actually double checking. It's either wisdom or dexterity. Yeah, wisdom.
Okay. The front or the back one?
13. Let's do the front one. That's the one that's been hit.
Okay. With a 9, it fails. Roll damage. For 9 points of damage, as it see it shaking and vibrating, most of its form shaken away. It looks on the edge of life and death now.
Okay. And then that's all I can currently do. So end my turn.
Okay. Corwin, the one up by you. It's not looking very healthy, but it's going to try another bite at you. Does a 21 hit?
Yeah, it does.
As its fangs sink in for 11 points of damage. It's a huge portion of your flesh and rips it away.
Is it fire damage or just like physical?
2 of it is fire damage, the rest is physical.
Okay. So I take 11 total.
Yep. Oh no, sorry, it's 9 total, the damage, so it's...
Oh, okay. So
Oh, sorry,
2
11
of it.
total.
Okay.
So, take 10, because you only lost 1 from the fire damage. 9 physical, 1 fire, that's what you take.
Yeah, yeah.
At the end of its turn, it does... The fire energy around it seems to concentrate for a second and surges out towards you. I need you... What's the ability called? Oh, no roll, just 1d6 damage. 4 fire damage reduced to 2, because you're resistant.
Sure.
And next up is Yekis. She was surprised in the back by this thing.
Ow! Yuckus not like snake. And I'm going to fire an Eldritch Blast, I guess, at it. Book.
Just a warning, you are in melee range of something, so you have disadvantage on range attacks.
Oh, I do.
Still do if you want to, I'm just warning you.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking of it something else I could do, but there's not really much else I can. I mean, I'm gonna have more chance of success of it, so I'll roll disadvantage.
Because it's about to die, right?
Not his, yours is.
12.
Oh.
12 does not, as it managed to dodge just aside as your blast goes a little wide. Any movement or bonus action?
I think I'm gonna Misty Step away from it.
Okay. 30 feet in any direction. Where do you want to go?
Right to the wall.
I mean, I checked this corner.
Check this. Well, but they also appeared behind you.
Right, that's fair, and I did miss some stuff, so...
Did the hole start over here?
Yeah, those were the
You don't
ones
know
where
which
I
hole it
found...
came out of. You only found... There's holes all
That's
over the
true.
walls here. There's no... Yeah. You don't know where it came from. The first you were word was when he's behind you and biting you.
I'll pour it over here.
Okay.
And that's it.
Ziggy immediately teleports away.
I have 6 HP.
No, that's fair.
Yakus is like, goodbye.
I also got bit.
Alright. Next up is the salamander. Next to his victim's gone, but he's still in range of Umber. So he's going to turn towards Umber and make a bite attack.
Oh,
and
nice.
fail miserably as you easily sidestep it. It bites into the stone. As it
Take
ends
that,
its turn, a
salamander.
fire goes around it. It goes straight towards Ember for 1d6
No.
for 3 points of fire damage.
Okay.
Corwin, you're up.
I'm gonna try and kill this little motherfucker. Although Yeah, I'm just gonna try and hit it with the short sword.
14 just barely hits. Roll damage.
All right.
It tries to dodge out of the way, but you catch its tail. And with that, the last of its fire seems to seethe out, and the body turns to ash. It is
Thank
dead.
God it didn't explode.
These ones do not. Any
Uh,
movement to bonus action?
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna move back down the hallway. Because it's 25 feet, I can move there, right?
Yep.
And I'll use the bonus action Nick, right, to be
Yep.
able to attack him.
It has to be a dagger for your offhand attack.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
Nick.
Sorry, I declared it
Mhm.
wrong earlier. It's the short sword in the main hand, the dagger in the offhand.
Sounds good.
Okay.
14 also just barely hits. That is enough. Roll
All
damage.
right, we'll take it.
That is their AC.
Max
For 7 damage, you get a great cut along the side. Not quite bloody yet, but he's getting there. Anything else?
Oh no, end my turn.
But your turn.
Punchy time. I'm just curious. I'm gonna hit this of like, because now it has unarmed strike for just like my attack versus the one that's on my main page here. Simple melee versus on the second. Let's try this.
That definitely hits. Get a solid blow right into it.
Okay.
This is the second attack.
Oh, whoops. Thought I hit damage. My bad.
If you have a d20 for damage die, that'd be impressive.
Too much. Just punch.
That's your offhand attack, so you didn't do full damage. If you want to do damage for your unarmed, that's the full damage.
Monks should always be adding. They are proficient with their unarmed strikes, so you always
Yeah,
add.
I hit the wrong button there, so let me see this. There we go. Ba-ba-da-ba.
Attack roll's fine, you just need to roll your damage.
It's gonna look like rerolling another attack. There we go. Damage. Hit.
For a 4, as you slam into it, push it back against the wall for a second. It is now bloody.
I'm gonna expend a key point and flurry of blows into it.
Okay, so 2 unarmed attacks.
Yep.
15 still hits. It's trying to dodge, but you slam it right into the wing. For another 7 point of damage. Most of its remaining fire is squashed to the side, but it's getting back up.
Okay, and the second one.
Another blow. Back to back.
Punch, punch, punch. Pop, pop. Oop, damage. Not bad. Oh wait, did it? Yes, there we go.
You don't know how the faintest embers of fire are still coming out of this thing.
Punch the snake in the face. It won't go down.
Any movement?
Alright, that ends my turn. Yeah.
Brom, you're up. You have only the faintest bit of snake over there. Its flames are almost entirely extinguished.
All right, let's I'll toll the dead on it again.
Okay, wisdom saving throw.
Do I not have? Oh, I just don't have a drag play.
And it fails. Roll damage. It has 1 hit point. It dies. It vibrates and shatters in place. And combat comes to an end.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so fire snakes, and maybe Monk goes first, right? She's a little bit sharper eyes than me, you know, a little bit more perceptive. Because I saw the snake skin, but I didn't say snake, you know.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Then.
And with that,
I'll
I'm
take
going to fade into the darkness. That serves my stealth roll to get back into hiding.
All right, following
think
his
you're hidden.
lead, I'm gonna take a stealth as well and take point ahead of him.
Also, I think we need to provide first aid to Yuckus. Can we get Brom to give some first aid to
Yeah.
Yuckus?
And I'm gonna walk over. Say, you all right? You all right? You all right,
Yucca's
Yuckus?
Yucca's bit real bad. No, like Snake.
Let me help a little bit.
Umber, you think you're hidden, but everyone else sees you occasionally stepping on rocks, brushing against the
Get
walls.
12 points of healing.
Yucca's feel much better. Thank you.
We are more of a helpful order than a stealthy one. I have okay skills, but some days, you know.
Can you roll me a perception check, Umber? Or Corbin, either one of you.
I should be ahead. Stop at row.
Yeah, you go ahead. Right.
No.
Alright. Perception.
As you look over to the side down this, I can't pin, but to your left down the hall, it seems to descend a bit. You notice there's a shimmering, like almost like a gas cloud at the bottom of that area.
Whisper over to Billy. Something rather strange here, kind of misty, unusual.
Do you
Um,
want to shoot it?
I don't know if that was listed as there are ways to fix it. Don't know if it's the anomaly, but seems like a likely contender.
You should-
I'll
Get closer to it, but keep an eye out.
Oh, you walk up and take a look.
As you're approaching it, you're starting to get a little dizzy as the air is very thick with some kind of gas. Any Constitution saving throw, Umber.
saving throw. Cool.
You take 6 points of poison damage and you fall unconscious.
Ah!
Finally, I get to save
Not
someone from a
again.
poison cloud. Yeah.
The poison cloud does seem to end right behind where he went in. You could probably reach him from outside the cloud.
Yeah, we're gonna hold our breaths and run in and grab him. And then
Okay,
pull
no
him
problem
out.
at all. You drag him out. It takes about a minute for you to wake up again.
Well,
I can't move when you're on top of me.
I
Move
take it
team.
that wasn't the anomaly.
There you go. If it is, we're not fixing it.
Might have just been a poison hole.
Yeah, let's assume the death hallway is not the direction we're going to head into.
As you breathed it in, it did feel very similar to the breath of the snakes you were just fighting. It's probably related to their venom.
If there's a larger one.
There's always a larger one. All right, keep scouting ahead and let's see if we can't find out where the rest of them are or any trace of this anomaly.
Another perception roll, please. The 15. Off to the right, you see what looks like little snake eggs lining the walls in some areas, along with bones. You don't know if they're humanoid or animal-like, but they're bones mixed in with the spider eggs to the right. To the left, with 15, nope, that's all you see.
Well, right looks pretty shit. There we have eggs and looks like more of our snake friends. As much as I can't really see much up to the left, I'm going to propose going left.
All right, let's head that way.
So far, it's very quiet. You do see this hall is still lined with holes, just like the previous hallway was. If they're
We need to check the holes. We need to check the holes.
Or just be
I'm
very
gonna-
careful. Everybody
I'm gonna
else try to
start
be as
dragging
quiet
my
as
hand
possible.
along the wall and
Oh, no.
casting mold earth and sealing all
Oh.
the holes as I walk by.
Are you guys being stealthy as you're moving through this hall, or are you just walking down?
Well, he's manipulating the fabric of the earth, so I wouldn't imagine we could be that goddamn stealthy about it.
I
I
mean,
am trying to
we
be
could.
stealthy.
Need to re-roll or stealth.
Can't.
Corbin number already rolled. I just need to know whether Brahm and Yuckus are going trying to be quiet while they're doing this.
I don't know how quiet I can be with
Yep.
Molder.
Yeah, I don't think
Okay,
I'm
you're just walking
being
down.
Yeah, it's just
too quiet.
somatic. So yeah.
It's
Keep
up to
head
you.
number.
If you want to try or not.
Yeah, keep head number.
Sure.
Oh, wait. So we haven't hashed out
We have to
whether or
see if
not
they,
he's able
they're
to
quiet.
seize the holes. Okay.
And quietness, they're deciding if they're quiet or not.
These
They're
are
just going to follow
pretty
that.
large caverns. You can do a 5x5 area with the sealing of the holes, the mending of the stone. So you're doing it, but it's slow process as you're moving down the hall. So every 6 seconds, you're stopping and doing a 5-foot section of the wall.
I'm gonna just kind of watch if I see. Oh, do any of the holes look like they're glowing or anything, or giving off light?
Be a perception roll. You get a good look into several of the holes, being on your tippy toes to see some of the higher up ones. None of them seem to be giving off light. Nor do you smell that sulfur smell you got when you fought the previous creatures. There's no
Mhm.
sign that there's close.
Mm, think we're good to think we might be good to move through
Yeah.
here.
Keep moving
Doesn't
quietly
feel
as
as
we can.
dangerous.
Umber, as you see the cavern ahead, you see what looks like snakes on the ground, unmoving, like they were smashed by like a boulder landing on top of them. Guts exploded out in all directions.
Well, something squished some of our snaky friends here.
So maybe the other hallway isn't the worst choice.
I mean,
Did it
quantity over
feel like
quality.
the snakes that we fought were in any way connected to the disturbance we're here to fix?
Probably not.
No,
Just
nothing.
Make an Arcana check if you want. It'd be a stretch for you to figure that out, though.
I mean, I don't want to be the one to figure this out. I'm proposing this to the magic motherfuckers here.
I'll get.
Have one
I'll
person
give
do
it
an
a
Arcana.
thought.
examine, see if they're time affected. They said it would be pretty small, so I can't imagine it would be all the snakes. It's just supposed to be a little pocket.
Thinking through, flaming salamanders are natural. They're not in this world. They are not elemental creatures from another plane. They are a kind of snake you find out in the wilds. Their presence here is not surprising. Like you didn't know specifically
okay.
they'd be here, but they are in the cave systems. They are a natural foe you've come across. You don't see any relation between them and any kind of temporal anomaly.
All right. Well, then moving away from them is probably not a bad idea. So, after you, Mr. Monk.
Well, keep on mosing.
You see more dead snakes up ahead, all of them pounded into the ground somehow.
No sign of a boulder or anything like that.
Oh,
Nope.
I'm gonna look up at the ceiling.
Okay,
Ceiling
give me a
just look.
perception roll. Shifting ceiling, there's a lot of like stalagmites coming down from the ceiling. But looking around the base of the stalagmites, you start to see lots of little snake holes, smaller than the ones you've been passing, but all of them are higher up and around the stalagmites.
Do any of them look like they've broken off?
No.
Okay. So it's not something falling from the ceiling, crushing them.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay, I'll keep mosing. Oh,
You do see opposite another pile of what looks like snake eggs and skeletal remains.
oh.
If
Wow.
anybody has a proficiency in nature, they can make a check to try and identify these.
So I'm out and about scavenging a whole bunch. I don't necessarily have a huge aptitude for the natural.
Yeah, I'll give it a try.
You recognize this as a common tactic for snakes in this part. They'll put their eggs in corpses and have that be the way to feed the eggs and the creatures that hatch from the eggs. The fact that these are skeletons means the eggs have been there for quite a while, so they're probably ready to burst.
Okay. So let's be very careful. Does anyone have telekinesis by any chance?
I have Mage Hand.
Why don't we have the
Unseen
mage
servant.
hand poke it while we all get like try and move them out of our path? Because they're about
They're
to
not
burst.
in your way.
They're not in
The
our way?
The eggs are the ones up here. They're against the back wall currently.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if we
Gotcha.
just proceed very carefully, we can see, and then we might have to backtrack to the room. Can't
But
make out
if
the
we
side.
get past them, then they're behind us, and if we have to get out anywhere, there's going to be a bunch of lava snakes.
Yeah,
They'll just be
but
babies.
I'm gonna move to the other
Oh,
side of the room
Corin,
stealthily.
as you go over there and you look to your far left,
Yeah.
you see a room where the entire floor of it is just covered in dead snakes and the guts of dead snakes. Not a single inch of stone can be seen beneath them.
Okay, so it's gotten worse.
or better, no
So-
snakes.
Wait, are the snake eggs inside the snake corpses that are ready to burst?
No.
Like each? Oh, it's just in that corner.
Yep, just in that corner.
Okay. All right, I'm suddenly back on Umbra's side. Yeah, let's try and just sneak by it without fucking with that egg nest. I'm gonna take a quick peek around this corner though.
Yeah, just in case.
Okay, there's another hallway.
Is everything okay?
There's so many snakes in that corner.
Hmm.
Alive snakes?
Squish.
Mostly dead,
Ah,
but
if
more
we
are
just
gonna show
proceed
up if we
Many
fuck
dead
with the egg.
carefully and
snakes.
stick right.
Many dead
if we just-
snakes.
Careful.
Yuckus want to see.
Well, then be careful. Just try your best to not make much sound.
Oh my gosh.
Not much
You
sound?
see the pool of dead snakes over there, their guts soaking into the ground. You don't know
Oh,
how
they're
deep the
fresh.
pool is. Yeah, you don't know how deep the pool is, but you can't see the stone ground beneath them.
Do they look the same as these ones that got smushed?
Yes, just lots and lots of them, hundreds of them in there.
Yuckus think these might be placed. Can I do some kind of check to see if I'm right?
What do you mean placed?
Like someone put them all there?
Oh, intentionally?
Yeah.
Yeah, roll a survival check for that.
Oh, okay.
Because it's the same as looking for a trap, so it'd be a survival. With 11, the bodies are kind of chaotically mixed. Some of them are grouped together. Some of them are like drifting towards the edges. They're not placed evenly in any way. You don't get the sense that they were there intentionally, but with 11, you can't be sure.
Maybe random. Strange they all together.
That was peculiar.
Corin, can you give me a perception roll since you see the other hallway now?
Sure.
Okay, looking down. Your perception sucks. Okay,
Yeah, I'm really
12.
bad at it.
You do notice that the holes in the walls seem to stop down that cavern. You don't see any along the walls that you've been where the flaming salamanders probably came out of.
Can I take a look?
Yeah, make a perception roll. With 17, you notice that the holes in the walls are gone, but what Corwin didn't notice is those small holes in the ceiling are growing more intense. There's hundreds of little small holes in the ceiling.
Can I see if I might know what creatures cause them there? A nature check?
Make a nature check. Yep. With a 12, yeah, you've probably seen these guys before. They're flying snakes, small little snakes that have wings attached to them, and they like to fly down, bite at people, try to steal some food, and then fly back into the sky.
Venomous? Or just annoying?
With a 12, you're not know. With a 12, you wouldn't know.
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
looking over all the snake bodies.
Yep.
Just gonna do an Eyes of the Grave real quick.
Okay, let me see what that is again.
well, friends, keep on checking out those corpses, but we should tread lightly and look above. We've got little friends who might come down on us.
There is no signs of any kind of undead or unnatural entities here of that kind.
Mm-hmm.
You're confident there's no undead.
Okay.
All right, Umbra, why don't we have you check this room with all the dead snakes in it? Go see if you can't see anything a little bit further. I'm not saying jump into the dead snakes, just see what we have more down that hallway. Because every time I try and look at things, it goes disastrously wrong because I can't see shit because I'm blind.
Righty. Get right up just before the edge here and take a look.
You see a large open cavern. It's riddled with large holes in all the walls, as if this was some kind of nexus or hive where the majority of the snakes lived.
I
Uh,
mean, Brom and Yuckus, might it be prudent to check of now that we're in the area of the anomaly of looking for a magical presence of some kind, of an idea of where it might be?
Then
Yeah.
I am going to. I'm going to sit down and ritual cast detect magic.
Anybody else doing anything for the 10 minutes that takes?
What's ritual cast?
Is that quite?
It-
No, that's not quite enough for a meditation short power nap.
Nope, that has to leave half an hour. You can take a half an hour if you want. That's up to you guys.
I'm gonna bandage myself up from the snake bite.
Unless you have some kind of medicine kit, that would just be a short rest that you need.
Oh, okay. I don't want to burn all that because that's not enough for 10 minutes, right?
Yeah, we'd have to. I mean, it could extend the half hour, but time is.
Of the essence, yeah. No, let's keep going then.
Okay,
Eh,
10
it
minutes
sounds like-
pass. Your sense of magic comes into place. You see some magic on your allies in places.
Mhm,
Out to 30 feet around you, you don't sense anything you don't expect yet.
mhm.
How long does that last on you?
10 minutes.
So it is actively around you.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
we should.
walk up to the edge of the room, the edge of the snake guts.
Still nothing quite in range. You don't detect anything.
It's a lot of dead snakes.
Hey,
There's hundreds and hundreds of dead snakes in there, and you don't know how deep the pool is, just that it's covering the entire surface.
Yuckus think we shouldn't mess with pool. Parasites.
Could be.
Yeah.
Mm, mm.
And we
Yeah.
still have a perfectly just small flying snakes hallway that if we proceed carefully at least is open. I don't even see if
Yeah.
there's a place to go beyond just this giant puddle.
Okay.
I mean,
We'll
there's
come
kind
back.
of alcoves.
Doesn't look like they're going anywhere. We can come back.
All right. Let's check the other hallway.
Okay. Are you just walking down the hallway, or are you trying to be sneaky?
We should
I'm
definitely be
stealthy.
sneaky coming
Yeah,
in
I'm
there.
stealthing
Little
up.
ones too, and mind your head, because Corwin, we're gonna be the first ones to get bitten by these little guys here. So stealth.
21. Okay. Well, you guys think you're stealthy.
I'll attempt to be a little more sneaky.
Okay.
Did you tell
Are you
Yuckus
wearing
to
heavy
try
armor?
to sneak?
I said you should try to be as careful as you can.
Okay.
Are
Yuckus
you
will.
wearing heavy armor, Brom? Are you wearing heavy armor, Brom?
No, I'm medium.
Okay, you're good. All right, you all think you're being stealthy.
Yuckus is gonna continuously glance up at the ceiling because he does not trust the snakes.
Give me a perception roll. One second. see nothing.
I'm gonna like check these walls as I'm walking down.
The walls seem quite smooth. There's ridges and stuff. There's no holes in these walls.
Just up above us is what the issue is. No, there, it's little flying
Right.
snake. Forward.
All right, keep moving.
Gekas is gonna try to stay as close to everyone else as possible.
Stay in the middle, protect the gnome.
All right, I need one more perception roll from Umber. $16. Okay, Umber, you see it as the little head of a snake pops out of the ceiling. I need everyone to roll initiative. The ceiling here is about 15 feet high. Good. Now you should be able to.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Somebody die.
You see a great many snakes start flooding out of the ceiling, taking up the sky of the top of this cavern.
Oh my.
First up is one over Umber's head as it. That's not right. It should be this guy. Yep. Begin combat. There we go. It comes flying down, takes a bite at the top of your head, Umber.
All right.
Does a 17 hit?
17 does just hit.
Okay. That is going to be 8 points of damage. 2 physical
Damn!
and
Chompy.
6 poisonous. As you feel its venom creeping into you. Alright, and you're up next. It flies back up 15 feet, so it's at the top again. These guys do not provoke attacks of opportunity.
Alrighty. Aw. Seemingly just they're hanging out on the roof and jumping down at us. So
They're flying down you.
And then to the hallway, they just proceed the entire way of the hallway, seemingly.
Right now they're over you guys. They seem to be following you. They're all right above you.
Alrighty. Would I be able to sort of monk vault up the walls and punch one in the face there?
You can make an acrobatics check and try.
Okay.
Yeah, the cavern is close enough in places where you're bouncing from side to side, getting up higher and higher each time. Using all of your movement, you get to the top, and you're within melee range of one of them.
Crap. I'll take a swing. There. And check. Does that hit?
That 10 does not hit, as its tiny little things starts off just to the side.
All right. In that case, I'm gonna, instead of hitting it with my bonus action, I'm going to cast Healing Word on myself.
Are you staying up there or are you dropping down?
I'm gonna stay up there.
Next up is Brom. What would you like to do?
Mm-hmm. Guess. Gosh. Oh, well, till I can think of something else, I'm gonna point at, I guess, one of the flying snakes and Sorcerer's Blast.
Yeah, critical hit. Roll damage.
Brom, laser beam,
Fucking
Brom,
destroy that snake.
you destroyer of small animals,
Mhm.
Brom the pest controller.
With 8 damage, you smash. What kind of damage is this? What kind of element?
Thunder.
So it vibrates and explodes out in all directions as it slams right over Corin's head. So Corin, you have snake guts on your hair now.
That's fair. I was already
Whoa.
bloody.
Anything else?
I don't really have a bonus action or anything I can use at the moment, so
Next up is one sitting between Umber and Corwin. And it turns to Corwin, seeing the remains of its fallen ally. Takes a bite attack as it comes down 15 feet. Does a 15 hit.
It does.
Damage normal. For 8 points of damage, 2 physical, 6 poisonous. You feel the venom sinking into your scalp,
Oh boy.
and it flies back up 15 feet. Next up is Yekis. Safe in the back this time.
Woo! um, I think I will. I guess I'll just blast again.
Okay.
I'll probably be aiming over here, I think.
Okay.
Actually,
Take
can I
that
hit this one? Is it possible to hit that one?
Yeah, you got clear sight of all of them.
Okay. I'll try to blast that one.
They're not really hiding, they're just staying up out of range as best they can. A 14 just barely hits as you nick it as it's trying to dodge out of the way.
Okay. Oh, damage. There we go.
And with 6 damage is enough to slam it against the wall, and you see its guts paint the edge. It is dead.
Woohoo!
Anything else you want to do?
Yeah, you guys doing great. That's what Yakus will say, and that will be the end of his turn.
Cheering him on.
Yep, that one's dead. Corwin, you're up.
So if I move away from these snakes, will they get attacks of opportunity on
No,
me?
they're 15 feet above you. They're not in melee range.
Oh,
Don't
okay.
you also have a bow of some kind?
I do. I do. So I'm going to. Oh, you know what? I haven't done this yet, and I wanted to try it, so I'm going to poison spray at them.
What's the range on that?
30 feet.
Okay, yeah. Which one are you doing? You see 4 ahead of you.
This one.
Okay. Let me just check that ability. Spray. Yep, roll damage. That definitely hits. You coat this venomous figure in venom of your own. It doesn't seem terribly effective against this.
God damn, Corwin.
I'm gonna move away now. I'm gonna move behind Prom and use him as a human shield because I'm very badly injured.
All right, next up
Ah.
is the one that was just hit by Corwin. It can
Hit in
see
air
all
quotes.
5. Well, you did hit it. And it likes Umber, apparently. So it's coming down to take a bite at your scope again. I assume a 21 hits.
It does indeed. God damn, these little things hurt. Jesus.
For 2 points of physical, 5 points of venom. Your head's starting to go a little numb from all the poison seeping into you. It flies back up 15 feet. Actually, no, you're in the air with it, so it's staying right in melee range of you. It's not even leaving. Next up is the one you punched, so he's going to go after you as well. Oh no, that's not the one you punched. That's the one that was over Corwin. So he's going to look around, see all four, and yeah, let's roll. Corwin, he has your blood apparently. He's coming flying out of the sky towards you.
Ah!
I assume a 7 doesn't hit though.
It does not.
It flies back into the sky, so he's about there now, 15 feet up. Next up is a dead one. Next is this one. Turning towards Umber, you're the closest. He's going to attack you.
Alright.
I assume a natural one does not hit,
Indeed not.
and he's just going to stay there. Next up is the one right above him, going to attack the same target. Oof. 23.
Indeed hits. Goddamn.
Ooh. For max damage, 2 physical, 8 venom.
Wow.
I'm unconscious.
Okay, you fall to the ground to take 1 point of bludgeoning damage. You have 1 failed death saving throw. Next up, this one, seeing you fall, you're no longer a threat, is going to turn back to the group. And roll d3. And see Umber standing there, coming straight at you. Back to this. Does a 20 hit? Oh, sorry, not Umber, Brom. Brom does a 20 hit.
Yes.
Okay. Damage there. That's 2 points of physical and 8 points of venom. It's like it's a start in your neck. Next up. That one's dead. Umber, death saving throw, please.
Yep.
And it's successful. You have 1 fail, 1 success. Brom, you're up.
Right. Then gonna let's see, point at first the one flying snake here, and do sorcerer's blast.
Okay.
Yeah, that's probably gonna miss.
It slams into the wall.
And then I'm gonna point at Corwin or Umber and do a healing word on him.
Okay.
We'll do it at 2nd level. So I think because I'm a grave cleric, he just gets max healing because he's down.
I know you get that eventually. I'm not sure. Is that something you already have?
I'm double checking.
Okay.
Yeah, Circle of Mortality, 3rd level, gain the ability to manipulate life and death.
Perfect.
Yep. So restore from 0, use the highest number possible for each die.
And what's the roll here?
So 4d4 plus 3, so you get 19 health back.
Oof, okay. Back up, Adam.
You wake up, still a swarm of bats in the sky above you, but you're feeling a lot more revitalized.
Oh, god damn, little venomous shits.
Get up, hit them.
A gout
Oh,
of
the
poison comes out of your
Okay.
face.
Anything else, Brum?
Yeah.
Nope, that's all I can do.
All right, this one's going to see all 4 of you up. Not even close, so he's going to roll. Umber, he really dislikes you as he goes pelting down at your prone body, so he has advantage on the attack.
Gonna heal him just to get bitten by snakes to death.
Yep. Oh,
He
thank
rolled really
God.
badly though. 11.
Okay, that does not hit.
As you're flailing around, he grabs and takes a step and hits the floor beneath you.
Get away,
Goes
get
flying
away,
back
get
up
away.
to the ground. Yuckus, you're up.
Yeah. Well, if they're all in the air, right?
Yes.
Could I go up and use burning hands to try to like get them in a cone?
What's the range?
It's 15 feet, so I was thinking about moving
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, you could get all 4 of the front ones up together if you were positioned it right.
Okay, without hitting Umber, right? Right, they're up in the
Yes,
air.
without
I'm not
hitting
gonna...
Umber.
That's the goal here, yes.
You would not hit him, but you're fine there.
Yeah. Okay. So, Yakus cast the hot hands. They go away. Then, oh gosh, I don't know how to angle this. Oh, here we go.
Don't worry about putting them in the thing. It's fine. Yep, we got all 4 of them, so they have to roll dexterity saving throws. Okay.
How dexterous can flying snakes possibly be?
Not very, apparently.
First one fails.
Ah!
Second one fails. Third one passes. And the 4th one passes. Do they take half damage on a fail or nothing? This is
It
cantrip.
says half or as much damage on a successful one.
Yep, so they take half damage on this failed one. All right, roll damage. 3d6.
There. Oh, this one doesn't have it. Okay, so I'll just roll it. 3d6, you said?
3d6, yep. Okay, even the ones that succeeded combust and burn to ashes before you. They don't have much health.
Thank God for Yuckus the Great and Terrible.
Mhm.
I have a feature that when I kill something or when I'm near someone that kills something, I get temporary HP. Do I get one for each of the ones that died, or just that it maxes out at
Temporary hit
one?
points don't stack.
Okay.
Temporary hit points don't stack. They replace each other, so you only get 1 worth.
So I'm back to 6. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And there's only 1 snake left flying above Brum's head over there. Anything else you're doing?
Yuck is confident. You guys have last one. Yuck is go over here. Can I move one more time?
That's the other one. You've moved 15 to get up there, so yeah, you have 15 feet of movement left.
Okay. And Yuckus will kind of just stand over here.
Okay, so next up is Corwin. As you see, all but one of the snakes has been burnt alive.
I will shoot at it with my crossbow to try and take it out of the air. For fuck's sake. Why'd I
Yeah, you
bother?
hit the wall about a foot in front of you as it tipped off to the side just a little bit, and you hit the edge. Crossbow bolt almost hits you on the rebound.
I'm so glad it didn't. Like, I was...
Anything else you want to do?
I had... I'm not going to try and melee hit it. Yeah, I know. I had my turn.
Next up is this snake. He's going to... Nope, he's looking at Yuckus, because Yuckus just destroyed all of his friends. So he's going to pout down and try and make a bite attack at you.
Uh-oh.
I tried, Yuckus.
Bad snake, go away. 11. I have AC 11. Oh, you hit.
15, yep. He's going to bite into your
Yuckus,
skeleton.
no!
For 2 physical, only 3 poison damage. The lowest score yet.
So
Alright,
does the poison damage go through the temporary health?
no, this all goes to your temporary hit points.
Okay.
Next up is Umber. Still prone in the ground. You just woke up and you saw a bunch of bats burned alive in front of you.
I guess I'll use my bonus action to get up, right? So,
It's half your movement, no bonus action, just half your movement to get up.
Okay. Half my movement to get up. And so let's see, what can we do? No, climbing up wasn't so fun, and I can't really move there. I'm gonna just chuck a dagger at it.
Okay.
Would that just use the dagger's damage roll plus some kind of an
Yes.
initial hit there? Okay.
No, it's the same as if you swung with the dagger, you just don't have the dagger anymore until you can go out of combat and grab it again, but
Okay.
daggers are throwable weapons. 15 definitely hits. Roll damage.
Hmm.
And you hit this thing right in the center as its corpse falls down, bouncing in the ground just right in front of Brom. And combat comes to an end.
Bugger. God damn. Thank you so much, Brom. That
That was
got
a
a little
rough one.
hairy.
I say we take a short rest and
very
heal
fun.
ourselves because my God, are we all beaten to hell?
Looking at there, I mean, thanks to Brom, I'm actually doing pretty good. But
Yeah,
there's lots of you there.
the dead guy is the healthiest among us.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, formerly dead.
Yes, unconscious.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well,
Almost dead, not dead.
take a short rest, then the magic.
Wears off. We
Magic
might want to go a little
down.
further in the hallway. Just be careful.
Okay, I'm gonna let him go a little farther in the hallway.
Are you
And I'm
going
gonna go
stealthily or are you just walking down?
Stealthily. I'll
Roll stealth.
pick up my dagger before we go from its corpse.
Yep.
Mhm.
No problem there.
Alright. Stealth.
Is Umber invisible?
Yakus, do you know any healing magic?
Yuck is not very good with Healy poofs.
Me neither.
Umber, yeah, you're invisible. Let me change your token out.
Oh, whoops.
There you go.
Thank you. Not the stealthiest.
Okay, well, you think
No.
you're stealthy. Anybody else trying to stealth?
I probably am gonna go try to stealth again. Yeah, and I think I'm being stealthy.
I'm
You
laying
do?
on the ground wheezing.
Okay, what are the rest of you guys doing?
I'll be stealthy or try to be stealthy and follow Umbar.
I'm Strucker, I can't quite see there if that on healing word here. I assume it's a once a long rest limitation on the one that I have.
It's let me see what your class feature says. 1 second.
This was from picking within, like, because I'm an elf, I had a couple of innate spells that I chose there, as well as the monk, my scholar background, so that's why I've got a couple. Just checking. if I
Hand of
can-
healing. As a magical action, you can
Or
expend
no,
one
I
focus point. Yeah, usually key points to do it.
could punch there, but also healing word too from my background. If you look under spells, that's what I used to heal myself earlier. I just didn't see what its cooldown was.
Well, it's a first level spell slot, so it depends how many spell slots you have.
Okay, just
What's the name of your subclass again?
Way of Mercy. But I assume it's probably just the one per long rest there, because I don't think Monk has any innate, unless everybody has a certain amount of spell slots, just
Nope.
by default.
No.
Yeah, so just one. Yeah, per long rest. Okay. It's been spent. Alright, well, let's mosey, Brom.
Mm-hmm.
Not too far from everybody, but at least see if we can see around the corner.
Yuck, stay with
You do see another
Corwin.
pile of eggs.
Make sure he okay.
You do see another pile of eggs over in the corner here,
Ah,
just ahead
damn
of
it.
you.
Yeah, just go incinerate them.
Yeah, guess not sure hot hand work again.
Ah, that was really good to have there.
Let's see if we can just peek around the corner.
Give me a perception roll as you go up there.
As we creep down the hallway, I want to go stealthy.
Okay.
Let me roll. Hey,
You feel very stealthy. Compared to the noise your friends are making as they're hitting walls and kicking stones as they move, you aren't making a sound.
excellent.
Umber, you do see the ceiling is filled with those tiny little holes. The density seems to be increasing in this part of the cave.
Well, more flying snakes. And we've confirmed they're venomous. Quite. Whisper there. I guess my concern is sort of whispering back to the party is I know some of us need to rest, but I don't feel this is a very safe spot to do so. I guess it's only a half hour, but just a little power nap.
My response will be to show him all of the blood I'm covered in.
With a 17, I would also say you see a flash of clothing here. You don't see what it's attached to, you just see the edge of a piece of cloth coming out of here.
Like around there, just out of my like peripheral to the left.
Just around the edge, you're seeing where I'm pinging over here.
Oh, way back there.
Zoom out, yeah.
You have long dark vision, so you're able to see that there's a piece of cloth just coming around the edge of the cave that you can see right there.
Might be somebody or something, or a little bit of fabric. Can't really call out to them though without raising the ire of these little shits.
Yeah, man, I'm about to die, so I would like to rest for a little bit. Are you sensing any
Alright.
magic things?
Not within range currently. You're not, Brom.
Take a couple more steps towards the cloth, Brom, but we need to fucking rest. I can't
Yeah,
speak for Yuckus, but he
it's-
looks pretty rough over there.
I'm following Umber pretty close. So
So far, nothing.
Now do I have
All
a
right,
better sight on it?
stop there for a second. First, Brom, you do detect some magic pickup. The magic you feel, there's two different sources within range currently. One feels very similar to the bracelets that you guys are all wearing, the marks of the house. And there's another one that seems like a faint amount of like alteration magic coming out of the corpse.
does it feel like the stopwatch or whatever we were given?
Roll me an Arcana check. It does not.
Mm-hmm. Feels something up ahead.
Well, before we poke it, we can take a little rest. I can try to, since I'm currently the most robust, sort of make sure that nothing gets us while you guys take a power nap.
Well,
Thank God.
well,
I
just
will.
taking a short rest 1 hour is not really someone being on watch or whatever. We're all still fully aware of what's going on, but it's more so like we're just
Sure,
take
but I
a
meant
breathe.
like hopefully have some advantage on not getting jumped, even though it's not that long.
Also,
We're
Brom, with
right
your
under
current
them.
vision, you can see that the cloth is from a corpse. There's a dead body sitting there. It's wearing full guard armor that you've seen marching through House Druck quite frequently. So there's a corpse of a dead guard there.
How did you wind up down here?
Another guard.
You know what? We can worry about that after I nap.
Yeah. I'm gonna sit down and take a breather, but just kind of keep glancing over at the body.
Okay. Can somebody give me a perception roll for the hour you guys are sitting there?
I will very generously not be that person this
Yes,
time. We
no,
may want to have
myself or
Brom do it. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, Brom. Otherwise, I can do it. Yeah.
With the 15, you hear the skittering of sounds from the ceiling periodically, but the hour passes and nothing seems to come from it. You just hear the sounds of something moving up there.
Don't bother it. It won't bother us. Leave it, leave it, leave it.
If you guys start moving again, I do need new stealth rolls.
But wait, we can heal, right?
That
All right.
rest passes shortly. You can use any hit dice you want.
We just hit the short rest button, right?
So hit dice, right?
When you hit the short rest button, it should come up with a prompt that you can select how many hit dice you want to use there. One out.
Can I take a short rest and just get the key point back without using the hit die, or it's an all-inclusive you have to do?
Nope, you can use hero if you want to. That's fine.
Okay. So is there a way to indicate that? Do I just manually increase my monk's focus key point?
That's
by...
fine.
Okay.
You never have
All
to
right.
use hit dice.
Do I lose the
Feeling
temp
much better.
HP on a short rest or a long rest?
Short
Long
rest
rest for
you-
you don't lose it. Temporary hit points are only lost during long rest.
Okay.
Okay, excellent. So I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna stealth up again.
Okay,
And
roll
then I'm gonna
stealth.
be like, Brom, go check that
Mhm.
corpse.
Yep. I'm already walking over to the corpse.
Okay, if you're searching, an investigation roll.
I am the stealthiest. So stealthy.
I'm gonna have to restart the server. I'm seeing rolls again. You're probably getting kicked out. Sorry.
That's
No
all right.
biggie.
All right, I'm back in.
Let's see. Did it kick us?
And now I see a roll. Wow, you're a natural one yourself. Yeah. Okay.
Trip over a rock, waking up.
Also, Brom, as you're approaching the corpse, you feel another sense of magic. Actually, no, your magic detection's gone. Never mind. You don't.
We didn't. Oh, we waited for an hour. Yeah, it's gone.
Yeah, but I remember the kind of the general direction of where that was.
You weren't close enough before the hour waited. It's not until you approached afterwards. So no.
Oh, I thought it was. All right.
You
Well,
can
I'll
tell
just
the one
walk over to
here.
the body first.
There's two sources coming from this corpse.
Okay.
All right, roll investigation. Oh, you did?
I did. 20 something.
Oh yeah. Easily, you find the first one is the bracelet around your wrist. It can snap off pretty easily from a corpse, so if you want to take it, you can. The second seems to be some kind of wand coming out of his pocket. Searching through his pockets, you also find 3 gold and 8 silver pieces,
Nice.
and a scroll. Or sorry, parchment, not a scroll. So a piece of paper with stuff written on it.
So 3 gold.
So you have his bracelet, his wand, his money, and a piece of paper.
Can we read the piece of paper? It's very important that we read the
Yeah.
piece of paper.
Yeah. Pull out the paper and unroll it and see if I
It's
can
written
read
in
it.
it's written in common, but it seems utter gibberish. There's no 2 words that make sense for a sentence structure.
I'm gonna hand it to Corwin. Can you read this?
I'll try and decipher it. What do I
An
roll?
investigation roll.
Okay.
Okay, you do recognize that it's probably encoded in some way. To actually decipher it would take several hours worth of work, though.
So it's a code. I don't think we have time for me to sit down and figure out exactly what's going on. Did you find anything else on him?
Shiny stuff and this bracelet. And I'll show them the bracelet that's like ours.
Yep,
What
you notice,
rank does the
unlike your
bracelet?
bracelet, where it only has 1 gem in it, this one's filled with gems along all sides. There's 13 different gems in this one.
Oh, so
The
this is
gem,
a big muckety muck.
the gem that where you guys place ours, the one immediately beneath the house seal, is a diamond.
Wow, somebody of some rank. Considering that Brahmanite jewel in his hands just barely have 1 pearl.
Is the bracelets that we have on, like, can we take them on and off, or are they like cemented on? I can't remember.
You reach for the bracelet and try and pull it off, see if you can.
That doesn't seem like a smart thing to do right now.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
It's up.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a house.
I was
bracelet
just
with a lot of
asking.
gems.
None of us have done it before, right? And I remember them magically sealing them on, didn't they?
There was some kind of magic involved when they put it around your wrist, and if you have tried to take it off yet.
Okay. Something for later. Okay, so bracelet, note. Has anyone else found anything else? I'm gonna search around in the cavity. Can I like
Roll
look
investigation.
at? Okay, look around in the area. For fuck's sake.
There doesn't seem to be anything that Brom missed. He was pretty thorough in here.
And then
So Muckety
Yeah,
Muck got killed.
guess I'm
Can
gonna
we
take
try
a closer
and-
look. Take
Yeah,
a closer
sorry.
look at that wand too. See if I can. See if I
Do
can
you have the
figure
identify
it out.
spell?
Not today.
It's a magical wand. You can tell that much.
Yeah, save that for later.
No. We can proceed a little bit further,
Interesting.
I guess.
Oh, you can equip stuff. Okay. Yeah. Then we have to continue. I can't find anything else here. Let's see what's up around the next corner. Then I'm gonna
Past
throw
the
the
corner,
candle.
you find the corpse of another guard in there, Umber.
Great. Bodies all around.
You said the one. It's gem encrusted bracelet with a large diamond in it.
There's a diamond in the rank slot that you guys are familiar with. There's other gems in the other 12 slots.
I guess yeah. I
This
guess we'll
corpse seems very
investigate.
fresh. Probably as aged as the previous one. So not very long. Roll the investigation.
Yeah, he's fine. He's sleeping.
Yeah, you have. It's the clothes is like tangled around the body. You're having a hard time pulling it close and searching into anything. Like the cloak is just blocking everything you're trying to get at.
Nothing there.
Like the blood is crusted and sealing it in places and sticking together.
Too hard. Don't bother. Too hard.
I'm gonna walk
Corwin,
past
maybe
him
you or I
and
think
I'm gonna
Yucca's
give it a
having
quick
trouble
look
pulling
over.
it.
Yeah, I'm gonna dig through the pockets, try and peel that thing apart.
You gotta work out, Yucca, so that's just sad, sir.
Yeah, I get it. He doesn't want to touch blood. It's understandable. It's gross, but I'll touch the gross stuff. Don't worry.
That's fair.
Yeah, for fuck's sake.
It's pretty stuck. You can rip the cloth in places and shift around its weight to get any access. You do find the bracelet on the arm. You don't find much in the pockets. It seems like the blood is soaked through and destroyed whatever was in there. You find a couple loose coins. I think probably 5 silver pieces, but that's it.
I'm gonna pocket the 5
Alright,
silver pieces
no.
and be like, "Well, I found the important part."
And I'm done going over this body. I'm gonna go over it, what the others are doing, and see them manhandling the other body.
Yep.
Yeah, be nice to the bodies. Be nice to the bodies.
But it looks like we've hit a dead end.
Well,
There's magic
might have to-
resonating.
Mhm.
Can I pull the bracer off of the corpse that's in with us here?
The bracelet comes right off, yes.
Okay, we'll grab that and see where the rank identifying gem is.
It's also a diamond in that slot.
Okay, so apparently guards are diamond. Does anyone remember the rank system?
Oh, well, they only have one. It's like ours has one. Okay,
Yours
ours.
has one gem and 12 empty sockets. They have all 13 sockets filled with something, but where
Okay.
yours is a diamond.
Right. Okay.
Access. Well, I guess we'll have to try out that other egg chamber then, because we just found.
Yeah, there seems
Wonderful
to
snake
be
pit.
no way through. They're dead here. I mean, it doesn't look like they died from the snakes.
You can make a medicine check if you want to see how they died.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
but,
okay.
I'll do that. There, I have
Yeah.
some expertise there. I'll approach
Yeah.
the one over here.
In that moment where you realize no one asked how the corpses died, we just looted them first.
Yep. With an 18, you do see lots of little stabs and pecks at the shoulders and heads, very similar to what you guys recently experienced from the bats. But you also do find burn marks along their chests, underneath their clothes, and along the feet.
So it looks like all of the above kind of snakes.
Like they've been tortured, or
Well,
like they were
no.
fighting the lava snakes. Okay.
Salamanders. And air snakes. All the snakes.
Okay, so they just could have taken a wrong turn. We have no identification for them beyond the bracers.
They just got swarmed.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, we'll have to head back down the other way, and we're trying to find that anomaly. You sensed magic over here, though, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the
Bracelets.
bracelets, but
Mm.
I'm gonna,
The wand.
yeah, I'm going to cast, oh, where'd it go? Oh, where the hell did detect magic go? There it is. There. Cast detect magic again.
Okay, so the magic field shoots up around you. With you over there, you do feel to the far west of you the sense of some type of magic you've never experienced before. It's right on the edge of your 30 feet range, though.
Hmm.
We're gonna have to get past that giant, horrifying snake pit, aren't we?
So it would appear.
All right.
Okay. I'm gonna put my hand against the wall, and uh,
He's frozen. Johnny, have you
I'm
tried
being-
plugging and unplugging it again?
I'm making sure the spell can do what I want it to do.
Gotcha.
So,
I'm gonna laugh really hard if it just causes a cave in and we all die here, guys.
Just seeing what mold earth can do.
Okay, so you want to try and mold enough earth to get a tunnel straight to it? Is that what you're saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see if I can just make us a tunnel in the direction of the anomaly, I feel, or the magic.
Let me double check the wording. I think
She's
you
just
can.
gonna melt right into the wall.
Mold earth. Colors appears. 30. The target loose earth. This is hardstone, not loose earth.
Mhm.
So no, you
Yeah,
wouldn't be able to
I
do this
think.
one.
Yeah, I think there's a different spell that would let me do that. But yeah, no, I think, yeah. Mold earth would have been nice for when we were trying to hide the chest.
Yeah. But all right, we gotta head back down the hallway.
Yeah, you gotta head back the way we came.
Does anyone else? Can anyone else
Are you
read this
going down
note?
the hall stealthily, or are you just walking down?
Oh, me? Stealthily. Absolutely
stealth.
stealthily. Okay. I thought I did already.
I gotta do another one because we've
You
now
stopped
passed
and
it now.
investigated. done
Right. Of fucking
Okay.
course.
You think you're being
Oh, the
stealthy.
master
Yeah.
of stealth finally is back in my league.
Okay, 1 second. Naz, as you trip and fall right in front of the eggs over there,
Yeah, that's fair. I'm gonna die.
they will all try and make an attack at you.
Oh. Oh.
That's what I get for moving my pieces.
Ah. Ah.
So that is a 14, a 15, a 6, and a 21.
Yeah, I think all of them hit.
The 6 does not hit, I hope.
Yeah, fair.
Okay, so 3 of them hit.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, this wasn't meant to be 1 on, but alright. Damage, normal.
Oh my god.
It's a total of 22 damage. 6 piercing, the rest venomous, as bats descend on you from all sides and start attacking. I need
Yeah,
everyone to roll initiative.
I'm unconscious.
So distracted.
You all hear a crashing sound and then cry out in pain down the cavern.
Corwin, no!
Oh no.
You can roll initiative now. Still roll initiative now, because they get you up, then that's where you'll be. That was a really bad place to roll 1.
Yeah, and I rolled another one.
Brom, you still need your initiative?
Yeah, the dice were covering it.
Oh, I see. Okay. So first up is Brom. You hear the crying out of pain and the crashing sound down the hall.
Oh no, no. Let's walk back up. I cannot move.
No, sorry, pause. There you go.
God damn it.
10, 15, 20, 25.
He,
You do see some of the bats ahead. You guys are both small, so
do
you
I see
cannot
any?
try the same spot.
Do I see any signs of our screaming companion?
Give me a perception check.
Probably not.
I don't see the roll. Did you roll?
Yeah, I got a 9.
Yeah, for the 9, you wouldn't see anything, unfortunately. You can dash if you want to move another 30, or you can take another action.
Yeah, I'll.
One more. You see Corwin's body unconscious on the ground, surrounded by 4 bats.
Get up! And I'll do healing word at him.
Okay. It is really good you had a turn before the bats did. Or the snakes did.
Yeah, so you get 19 points of health back.
Okay.
So you wake up surrounded by burst eggs and flying snakes over your head, with Brom peeking around the corner.
Yeah.
Alright, next up is one of the snakes. He sees 2 of you now, so he's gonna between you 2. And I can't see rolls again. Shit.
Here,
I'm gonna have to
I'm
reload.
just going through all that just so it consumes the spell slots. But you get 19 back because of Grave Cleric.
Cool.
What if you want to share your screen so I can just see the rolls through there?
Yeah,
Stream
sure.
and record. I don't want to kick everyone out again.
Yeah. Demon beat me to it. Although I don't think I got kicked last time.
I don't think I
Alright,
did
so he's
either.
gonna look down at. Okay,
You can restart it real quick.
I'll try that then.
Yeah, it actually didn't kick us last time. I don't know. Maybe it was just a fluke.
Alright, so he sees Corwin laying on the ground. That's his target. He's gonna come down and take a bite at advantage because you're still prone on the ground. Good, I can see it again. For 22, I assume hits.
Yeah. But I don't think it's gonna do 19 damage. Hey, 4 damage. I'll take it.
Minimum damage. Only 2 piercing, 2 poison damage. Alright, next up, as it flies 15 feet back into the air, is Umber. You saw Brom go racing by you after you hear Thunder crash and cry.
Alrighty, let's mosey. So let's see. Movement is 40, so each of these are 5, right?
Yep.
I will
Movement's
be
pretty
right
good.
back.
30, 35, 40.
40. And I will.
You can see 2 of the bats hovering in top of the ceiling.
I guess I will use my bonus action to dash just so I can close distance there.
They are at the top of the ceiling, so you're still on the ground.
Wow.
You're still 15 feet below them.
Let's see. Would I be in range to chuck a dagger at one of them?
Yes?
Okay, I'm gonna test my aim again. On one of them, whatever one's closest.
That'd be this one.
Alright.
That's 14, 18 definitely hits.
Okay.
Tiger slams in one of its wings. And is enough to cut off the wing entirely as the body flops to the ground and bleeds out. That is dead.
Corwin, glad to see you up. Good thing Brom got to you first. Alright, concludes my turn.
Corwin, you are awake on the ground. Bats all around you.
Okay. How many bats do I see? Is it just the 3 and the dead one?
Yes, there's 3
Okay.
still alive.
I can disengage or I don't need to use the action, so I should probably just hit them then, huh? All right, I'm just
They're
gonna.
15 feet away. You don't have to disengage.
Oh, right, because they're flying.
Yep.
Okay, then yeah, I'm just gonna shoot at them.
Which one?
The one closest to me, that
Okay.
guy.
That definitely hits. Bolt aim's true. Roll damage. 5 as you take this one straight through the chest and it falls to the ground dead.
All right, and then because I still have my remaining action, I'm gonna move down the hole.
Movement, not action, but yes, you have 30 feet of movement.
Right.
You can actually dash for another 30 if you wanted to.
I don't think I need to run that far, but that should get me there.
Okay.
Here, yeah. And then end my turn.
All right, this one's going to see 3 of you. You can only reach 2 of you though, so he's going to roll between those 2. Corbin, he really hates you as he comes flying towards your head.
Whew.
Does a
Thank
12
God.
hit?
It does not.
Okay. He's going to fly back up to the ceiling, so he's right over here, but above you guys. Next up, that one's dead. So this one in the back can only see 2, can't see Umber.
I'm
Between
back.
those 2. And this one, just in time for you to come back, Brom, is flying straight at you to attack you.
Ah.
For 20, does that hit?
Yep.
Alright, he lands 2 physical and 6 venom damage as he bites into your neck. Next up is Yuckus.
Wait.
So you see all your friends running down this hall in
Yeah.
response to the cries of pain from Corwin.
You just wonder what you guys doing. Oh my! More snake. And this one's alive, right? Are these both alive?
Yep, both of those are alive. Those are the 2 alive ones.
I'll try and blast that one with
Okay.
Eldritch Blast.
Can you actually hit for once? Come on. No, as you slam into the ceiling right above it.
Wait, I seen.
Maintain
Oh,
concentration.
Oh yeah, it's good. Yep. Your Eldritch Blast goes wide, I'm afraid. Anything else you'd like to do?
No, I don't think there's anything else I can really do.
Okay. Brom, you're up.
Let's see. Take an aim and Sorcerer's Blast. There's only like what, 1 left or 2 left?
2. One in front of
Okay.
Cole, one in front of you.
All right. See if I can blast the one that attacked me.
Okay. Easy hit. Roll damage.
Give some cold damage this time.
And with that, a block of frozen bat or snake falls to the ground and shatters in the ground right in front of you. It is dead. Anything else you want to do?
Everybody's still on their feet, right?
Yep.
Okay. Then I will end my turn.
Other than the snakes, that all of them there.
no, I think getting knocked down actually ended up making me get in better shape than the long rest put me in, which
Short rest. Umber,
the
you're
short
up.
rest.
You know, it's grave clerics are nice.
Well, the fact that every one of us are constantly passing out like we're swooning and it's the 40s.
Mm-hmm.
Umber, it's your turn. What'd you like to do?
Let's see. Well, I've just been having luck with. I've got a couple more daggers. I'm just gonna stay on the ground and chuck another dagger at this other one there.
Okay.
Dagger. Throw.
A 13 just barely dodges out of your way as your dagger sticks into the ceiling.
Huh. I think I'm gonna call my turn there. I'll move a little bit closer just in case I need to close distance. Right here,
Okay.
like under it. Oh, I can't move now.
It's Colin's turn.
Oh
Yeah, you
yeah,
can move
sorry.
again.
Okay. Yeah, just right under there. Okay. So we aren't overlapping.
Corwin, there's one snake still flying in the sky above you.
Yeah, I'll shoot at it. Or you know what? In honor of the fact that I can, I'm gonna poison spray.
Well, it's once per long rest, I think. Poison spray.
Oh, I thought it was a cantrip.
No, that's a racial, not a cantrip.
Oh, okay.
Let me double check.
Well, it says at
Nope.
will.
Nope, it is a cantrip.
Yeah.
Never mind. It is.
Okay.
You're right. Okay, you got a...
It was a terrible shot though. Of like I'm arguing and I missed.
You soak the ceiling with venom and you're corroding around with some of the rocks, but that's about it.
The poison spray really hasn't worked out.
Are you
And
feeling
folks, like,
okay? You keep throwing up on the walls.
No.
Blah.
any movement or bonus action?
Oh, it's flying up in the air, so you can't throw as a bonus action, right? Okay,
No,
yeah,
that
no, I'm
doesn't
good.
count.
End my turn.
Right. It's going to look down and see 3 possible victims. 2 would just be Umber. So Umber, you see this snake come flying down towards you.
Alrighty.
For 23, I assume hits.
It does indeed hit.
It hits the back of your neck and taking a large bite of the flesh. You feel 2 points of physical damage and 5 venom soak into your back. Next up is Yuckus.
Yakis sure to hit this time. And Yakis will move up a little closer and then blast again with Eldritch Blast.
Okay. And you hit as you slam straight into the face of this thing. Roll damage.
Yay!
Finally. Okay, that just damage.
It managed to just stay in the air on the edge of life and death.
Tough snake. Yeah, I guess think you guys can take care of rest.
All right, Brom, you're up.
Let's toll the dead on it.
All right, wisdom saving throw. I assume that fails. Roll damage. Actually, 1 damage is enough. It vibrates and shatters and breaks apart. And combat comes to an end.
Thank you, Brom. I
Mhm.
will attempt to be more stealthy and use the ever good rule of staying next to Yuckus when exploring caves.
Mhm.
Yakis bit first
Well.
first time. Not safe in back always.
That's fair, but it's better than up front.
Mhm. Yeah. Make our way. Let's make our way back for now. Make our way back. It's where
You want to
feels
go
much
investigate the corpses some more, or are we moving to try and get to the snake pit?
moving
Should
towards
make our
Snake
way.
Pit.
Yeah. Because we have to
Are you going
stealth.
stealthily or are you just walking down the hall?
Going stealthily.
Roll stealth checks.
Hmm.
Oddly enough, it actually goes pretty quiet as you're moving down. You don't hear the sound of any scraping or kicking of rocks. You guys feel like you're getting a hold of this quite well.
Practice makes perfect. Or permanent.
Okay, you see the pool of venom and snake guts in the ground in front of you. From your experience with the other snakes, you do think it'd be painful to step into that. But off to the right, coming up this close, you see there does seem to be another cave leading out of this chamber off to the right.
Let me see.
Can you give me a perception roll, Brom, while you're up there?
Mhm.
I do like that we're all like at the edge of the room looking in. No one
Bad.
wants
Never
to go
mind.
deep into the room.
Never mind, carry on.
Yakis.
All right, can I throw one of the corpses into the room?
Okay.
They're like hand-sized snakes, right?
Yep, there's a bunch of dead snake bodies in this room too. It's nowhere near as many. So you
Alright.
just pick up one of the bodies and toss them in.
Yeah, into the giant pile.
Give me a perception roll as you do that. There's now 101 snakes rather than 100 snakes in the pool.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yakis guess wonder why you stack snake on snake. Seems
I'm
silly.
just gonna go lie down. I can't see. I've been poisoned. Umber's the only one that got bit more than me.
Yeah, we're at a close runoff here.
At a certain point, we just have to go into the room, right?
I mean, I could try
Mhm.
climbing the walls and go around to that little enclave pocket.
Sure. Let's see what's over there.
All right, I'll make an acrobatics check. See if I can ooch my way over to the other side.
Okay, there's a bunch of hand croppings and stuff that you can try and grab onto as you move along. Roll acrobatics.
Oh, come
Okay.
on!
You barely get in this far and you start losing grasp and falling back in towards the water. Can you roll me a dexterity saving throw, please?
No.
Or dart towards the guts. And you
Come
find yourself
on!
fall back straight into the venom-soaked guts of this pool.
God.
That's not good.
Oh my god.
Ooh, that's 20 points of poison damage soaks into your body as you are floating on this thin layer of guts.
And I'm out again. God damn it.
That was a series of bad rolls that I respect, Demon. All right, we got to try and
On
get him out of
things
there
I
quick.
am good at.
Can I grab him and like pull him back into like how
And
far out
down
is
a
he?
ways.
Yep, he falls so close
Yep.
to you guys, he's well within arm's reach. You can easily grab
Okay.
him and pull him back.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab him and pull him back.
I'm gonna spare the dying on him.
Okay.
For now.
I don't know what that is, but that is exactly what he
Very
needs
boring.
right now.
It's a free stabilization.
No death saving throws. He's still unconscious, but he's stable at 0 hit points.
Gotcha. So if we leave him here, he won't expire.
Yeah.
Correct.
Mhm.
So wake up in an hour from your experience.
Okay. So we're just not having a good day, guys.
I am
Alright, I'm gonna-
agile. I have plus so many abilities to both of those, and yet.
I'm double check like going through my spell slots kind of fast. You guys keep dying.
You're not wrong, man. You're not wrong.
There's one other
Ready?
person with heals, but he's the one conscious. So.
Yeah.
Correct.
Mhm.
Punch myself up later.
So,
Can I do anything to help him heal faster?
alright, I'm gonna
Just,
You
touch.
have
I'm gonna
proficiency with
do
healing.
a level. I'm gonna do a level
No.
1 cure wounds on you. You get 19 health back.
At least we're being highly efficient with getting max value out of all your heals, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. As he springs back to life.
Alright, you wake up prone on the ground behind your friend, soaked with now inert poison. You're slimy and coated all over with it.
It's a little bit slipperier than it looks.
I understand. It happens to the best of us. We've all fallen into a pit of snakes or a pit of snake eggs. You know, it
Eggs.
happens.
Face first.
I still think you're the best option to try it. I mean, I can give it a go.
No, I can try again.
Yeah, I
but
guess
good
might.
God, can somebody have something up there?
Yeah, I guess might have helpful spell for you.
Okay.
Grant you spider power.
What?
Oh.
It's spider climb.
I picked
What?
it up. I actually picked up spider climb.
Did you really?
Yeah, I have.
I would give it. I would use somebody else so that somebody could join me. I hope I can do it again. I mean, if not, I just like.
I think
He's like, I
either
don't need the spider ability.
I think
Well.
you or me need to have that. So like either me
If
or
you
you,
ever-
Yuckus, would, because we have to get over to where the anomaly potentially
Yeah,
is.
I can't
Right,
do the
you're the
anomaly for
wizard.
this.
So I could
So
give it.
I just have to do this natty.
I could. Okay, yeah. I
Or-
could.
or
I
how
could
many
give
people can
one
you
of
give it to?
you. I could give one person spider, concentrate on it, and then Misty step over.
Oh.
I'd give it to
Okay.
Braum because both magic users it gives us a better chance of actually solving our mission.
Yeah, and he seems to be the one keeping us all alive most of the time here, so it'd probably be useful to have him over there.
I mean, I just be ready to catch me there, and we can try to.
Mhm.
I don't know of if. Well,
I'm gonna like loop. Do we have a rope? Does anyone have a rope? Can everyone check their bags?
let me see.
we grappling hook this
once I
man?
go over there, once I get over there, or you and I, what if one of us helps the other launch to get over?
Yeah.
Let's see. 20. I don't think I have rope though.
If you have an adventurer's kit, you'd have rope. I don't know if any of you took that.
Book, adventuring gear, parchment, holy symbol, click for supply.
Nope. Thieves' tools, bolts.
Nope, none of you took adventurer's kit.
Right.
None of you have any rope.
I have oil
Alright,
and a
then.
tinderbox. We could try setting this
do?
ablaze. Make things worse.
Shit, that's kind of interesting. I like that idea though.
It depends how much time here that light it on fire, put it out.
Well, also, we'll probably be
Venom.
breathing in these flames.
let's go
Sure,
through, yeah.
sure. We might
Burning
gas ourselves.
poison.
What's this now?
No, I just clicked on something because I wasn't patient and waiting for it to open up so I could read it.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, let's have Umber try, and if he gets over there and finds anything good, we'll have Ziggy give the spider spell to Braum, and then we'll all head over. Sound like a plan? Or do you want me to try?
I mean, I think it's as much as any. I should be able to do it.
Okay,
theory.
so here's what I want: is point to me, like the hand holds out, give me a little like tips, and I'll try and
yeah,
make it across.
I get there. That's fair. I can assist him
Alright.
with where I slipped and be careful to start.
Yeah. So can I
Okay.
roll to try and do it with advantage?
Yep, rockbacks with advantage.
Okay.
Yeah, you find it pretty easy. You find good firm handprints. You're avoiding the ones he grabbed onto because they're now soaked in venom, but very slippery.
Sure.
But you're able to get around them and you're able to cross to the other side safely.
Okay, so now I'm here.
As you get over there, you do see the form of what looks like a troll, except made entirely out of rocks and stone, standing facing in towards the cavern, away from you. You also see far from you, near a bunch of more of those snake eggs, that form a little, like a block of ice in the shape of an imp, but it seems to be prone on the ground at a weird angle.
Okay. Things have definitely developed on this side, guys. It seems like it's going to be the place to be. Looking back into the room, is it just a bunch of snake corpses?
That's all
Nothing
you can
special.
see.
Nothing
You see
special
a big
about it.
pool, guts and snakes, and nothing else.
All right. Yeah,
You
I
do
think
notice, looking at the big rock creature, that it is corroded on all sides. Like most of its stone has been dissolved by something acidic or poisonous or venomous.
Okay. So the rock thing has something to do with the pit, and the pit almost killed Umbra. Anyway, we need you guys to get across here. So
Can I, if I make another attempt, can I try sort of setting up like daggers as a handhold network? I have like 5 of them just in case anybody else to assist us of getting back easier and forth.
Yep. Yeah, if you can get across and do that, I'll say you have advantage on the way back.
Okay. So another acrobatics, or would this be acrobatics and some dexterity mix? Okay.
Just acrobatics.
I'm gonna give you a pat on the back and say you've got it this time and give you guidance.
Thank you, bro.
So add 1d4.
Okay, and then
Wipe the venom coating goo off on my robes.
$14. It's rough. You're moving across. Your hands are slipping in some places. You're getting halfway across. Can you roll me a dexterity saving throw, please?
guidance still applies to this too, yeah.
It's one roll.
It's one
No.
roll.
Hmm.
And it's a saving throw, not an ability check. But you're able to pull yourself back up. Get a firm grip again. Roll me another acrobatics check, see if you can get across. This time, much easier as you find the last few handholds to get across.
Oh, God. Alright, hopefully that'll make it easier for us getting back. Just dagger, dagger, dagger. Handhold, handhold, handhold. Alright. Caster friends.
we need the other 2 here.
Brom
I do
friend.
need you two over there roll stealth checks, please.
No new stealth.
Sure.
Oh, them.
as you see the rock creature in front of you shifting around and moving, but facing away from you. Until he hears Umber land on the other side and give out a long sigh of relief from landing successfully. And you see him turn and face towards you.
Does he, when he's turning, does he look like I'm gonna fuck shit up, or does he turn in like I just heard
Give me an
something?
insight check. That would be insight. You've never seen a creature like this before, and you have no idea what his expressions or body language means.
All right.
Can I
He
take a
doesn't seem to be
gander at it?
immediately attacking you. Yep, go
Okay.
insight. He's not charging you, but you can't tell what his expression or any of his body language means. With a 9, he seems alert, but he doesn't seem immediately aggressive. You can tell that he is extremely cautious and that he's in a lot of pain. But that's about all you can get with a 14.
All right. I just sort of do some non-threatening, like hand gestures, kind of like, hey, like hands here, there, just sort of like universal sign for
De-escalatory
pause.
hand gestures.
You hear scraping of rocks coming from what seems to be his face. Does any of you speak elemental languages?
Mm-mm. No primordial.
No.
Then you don't know what the sounds mean. You're not even sure their language.
I'm gonna completely go out on a limb here, and I'm gonna try for sign language of just like going for there, saying like "come in peace" just as a Hail Mary. I don't know. Probably doesn't speak sign language, but that's the only other one that I have that could even there.
He doesn't make any sign that he's understanding what you're saying.
Yep, I figured as much.
And if anything, he's finding all the movement that he doesn't understand a little alarming.
And I think he's responsible for all these dead snakes.
I just sit on the ground there, just like crisscross there. Just okay, sit.
So we're like not in combat, so you guys can still make it across. He doesn't seem to be attacking us, so you guys should just get over here in
Yeah.
case it does
So are you
turn
gonna-
ugly.
All right. You gonna do spider climb on us, or
I think it's
Can
only
I,
one person.
before they come over here,
so
they'll
I'd
just be
put it
like,
on you.
yeah?
can I
or
draw
Shred-
him a picture saying like friends there or something like that? Like him and then us there, like no attack.
Like,
Like
He
on the
wouldn't
ground with a
include
stick.
language. You want to try and illustrate a picture of you being friends? Standing together? Like,
Let's
what would the
see
picture
there.
be?
Let me think about this for a second because this could go very poorly. Let's see, what would a rock think there?
think
Face.
like a rock.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just like, because movement it doesn't like, so the effects in there.
yeah, man, I don't think there's a solution other than getting closer to it. And I'd rather all 4 of us be over here when we try and get closer to it.
It's
Corwin,
Look,
I'm
we're
just
both
worried that
covered.
when they come over here, he'll get spooked.
I mean, he might get spooked either way. We got to go in there and fix this rift, right?
True. He's a big guy, though.
Yeah. We're not going to trick him into the poison pit or anything like that, so I'd rather have him over here.
It looks like
I'm going
guards
to
are
take
coming
a
around
couple
bit.
steps forward towards him and see how he reacts.
He seems to stretch out and fill the entrance of the cavern, raising his arms like he's ready to protect himself.
Okay. I'm going to not move any farther forward, but I'm going to tell them to get the fuck over here.
I'll cast the spider
go
climb
mate.
on Brahm.
Okay. Rob, you can cross freely because you're stuck to the wall. There's no chance of you falling in.
Wow, this is a lot. Look how easy this is. Walk, walk. On the wall, take a couple
Wrong.
steps.
Are you able to do that little statue trick again? Maybe give him a little friend or something? I don't know. We're pretty worse for wear. The thing in our trial, the one we made the body with there, something there. Like I don't know. It's a rock. What do we do to communicate with a rock?
I'll alter eyes. I don't think it's going to be helpful. But all right, so we got Brahm over here. Ziggy, how are you getting over here?
I'll Misty Step, but I can still attack from here, so I'll wait.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I
wave
guess
at it.
come in a bit.
I mean, Corwin, you're good at spinning yarn. I know it doesn't speak our language, but what if you put on like a nice little show, indicate friendship?
It's a rock.
Like,
I'm going to take another step towards it and like
Make
make
charisma
like
check.
a charisma check. Okay.
It's starting to get very alarmed with you this close. All right, he's tolerating you approaching. He's not even.
Okay, we're good.
Agree.
All right, I'm gonna. Yeah, how do you have a
has
conversation?
anybody got
with
any
Finn?
food? Just give him a
It's a
snack.
rock.
I mean, I don't know. And lots of things out here like to eat there.
I'm gonna take a look around in the room past the golem. Is can I see anything new?
You see 4 different elementals. 2 of them seem like they're frozen flame, and 2 of them made out of pure ice. They're all
Mhm.
completely stationary, and they're all on the ground in weird shapes. Like their wings are outstretched, like they were mid-flying, but their body is completely frozen and on the ground.
Okay.
Behind them, you do see a pile of bones wrapped in some kind of cloth, like an old deteriorated corpse.
Hmm. But it's not like up and moving around. It's just
Nope.
like decaying
Held on.
remains. Okay. Do you guys still have that clock that we're supposed to use to fix it?
Mhm.
Can you show the elemental the clock? Maybe it'll trigger something.
Yeah, I'll pull the stopwatch out of my pocket and hold it over my head.
Okay. He does not seem to react to it.
Yeah, it's be fucking.
I mean, I think we have to find some way there. Let's see, what have I got?
I really don't want to fight this thing.
No, he's not. He's minding his business. His friends are frozen. This is sad.
Mm.
Uh,
Can I? You can. Oh, can I see kind of what Naz sees?
From your position, you can see 3 of them currently, and move. Yeah, you can see all 4 of them to different positions.
Okay.
Like this rock figure is very deteriorated. Most of his body seems to have been broken apart and over some kind of battle that happened. So there's a lot of gaps to see through him. He's not really blocking your vision very well.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. He's substantial. Like he's big, but he's not like solid.
He's not intact.
Okay.
you know what? He's injured, right?
Yeah.
Very.
Oh, this could be such a bad mistake.
We're not healing him, man.
Uh,
We're not healing him.
Hmm.
We already don't have enough heals as it is.
That's true, but he's
what golem friend look like? He okay?
Sad, beaten.
in similar condition to I was about 5 minutes ago. Close on the cusp. Nicely acid bitten there.
Can I,
Yucca.
like, the gesture for move back? Like the hand gesture for move back. Can I make that at him?
Give me a performance roll.
Okay. That's a hard one to describe, but
This way, charade. Jesus Christ!
where was this when I was in the hallway with the snakes?
Okay, give me a charisma roll. He seems to understand what you're saying, but he's not sure if he's going to obey now.
Okay, so charisma saving throw, or just a
just check.
charisma roll? Okay.
Just a charisma roll. He slowly takes a step backwards and to the side. He seems to be avoiding going too far back. But
Okay.
he's moved back that far.
I'm gonna
be
very
like calm.
slowly
Yeah.
and no weapons, anything else there. Just approach the room, give
Yeah.
him some space,
Move forward.
and
a
just
little bit
gently
As
look
you're-
at the friends.
As you're approaching even that close, you start feeling like kind of electricity ahead. Like there's some kind of field 10 feet in front of you. That's giving off some
Okay.
really strong, weird magical feelings.
Okay, so I'm gonna look back at Brahm and say, keep the watch handy, and come on forward. I need you to look into the room because I'm bad at looking at things.
Yep.
That's what you're doing.
Yeah, I walk up and take a look.
Wave.
Roll perception.
There's our dead guy. I'm just relaying to Yuckus what's happening right now. Just like seems to have given us a little space to work for now.
Hmm.
The 19, you see the bodies on the ground that seem frozen in place somehow, but they've fallen in weird positions that don't make sense with the way their body is positioned, or their wings are out as if they were flying, but they're still on the ground somehow on the sides. You also notice about here, there's a little icicle as if it was fired by one of them. It's currently stopped in midair somehow.
Hmm.
And over on this side, there's a steam cloud shortly above the head of this guy that is also just floating in midair and not moving at all.
Hmm.
With a 19, you'd also notice back here, most of the body has deteriorated and the cloth is starting to rot and fall apart, but there seems to be a fresh pair of boots just sitting there that seem untouched by time.
Hmm.
I think we need to get a little closer and inspect. I think we're gonna need to change something.
So I almost wonder if, as much as I hate already interacting with my face there, I don't know if Brahm should be the one to fully go up first until we sort of see what the range or the effect of this is, because only he and Yuckus can actually fix it. So Corn, it might
true.
be up to you and me to be the hands, or if investigation is required, as much as I'm getting a bad feeling about this thing.
Hmm.
Brahmin
Until he can
Corwin, you
figure
feel
out
like
easy.
you're right up against whatever this is. Like immediately in front of you, there's some kind of effect that's vibrating and giving off energy. Like a
Can you
heat source.
try
Going
and
further.
like if you
Yeah.
raise up the watch, does it have any effect on the force you're feeling?
Yeah. Does the watch react to the anomaly or whatever we're by at all?
If you put it really close to the field, like your hand is millimeters away, it's kind of warming up and like it's coming to life as if something is powering it now.
Mm-hmm. So when we were given the watch, we were told that it could like like the description of this anomaly was that it's like a 6-second distortion or whatever, or a very brief distortion in time.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we we only have, or can't remember, do we only have so many tries with the watch, or
It
does it
gets
just
more
get?
difficult each time because the
Yeah.
anomaly increases in size and potency.
So
So we need to put them back where they were, but we can't get close to them because when we do, it feels like there's a wall. We need magic people here. Can you mage hand and move them?
Clear, you haven't actually touched it yet. You just feel the energy coming off of it. You don't know if you can move through it or not.
Oh, okay. Well, then we should do that
I'm
first.
gonna reach towards the field and see what happens.
As your hand sinks into the field, you see like a ghost image of your hand trailing behind you as you move it, but also in front of you hand as you're moving it. Like it's predicting where your hand is going to be moved milliseconds before you're moving it. You see like an echo in time in both directions.
Ooh, weird. I'm gonna take a full step into it.
The rest of you see him vanish in thin air. You inside feel the same echoing effect in both directions. You also see these imps on the ground kind of seething and screeching at each other, flame boiling off the smokish ones, and like a cold mist emanating from the frozen ones as they are fighting, then resetting, then fighting again, then resetting and fighting again every 6 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing him vanish and push
Doesn't-
into it, I'm going to be like, oh god, we can't lose him. He's the one that keeps us all alive, and push into the barrier as well.
You feel the same effect as your body is echoing both forward and backwards. You can see yourself moving as you decide to move it, but before you actually do it.
I'm going
And
to
you also
stick my head back out, tell Yakus to get over here, and then go back
as
in.
you try and push back out, there doesn't seem to be anything to push out to. As you touch it, it feels like solid air.
I'm gonna
You can't
relay to
get out.
Yucca. They
can't
vanished.
get
I
out
think we
now.
found the anomaly.
Okay, Yakus.
Wait, do
Yakus,
I see
come
them?
over.
Are they frozen too? Like, do I see them?
Oh,
as
you don't see
frozen?
anything. They're just gone.
I mean, our golem friend here is not attacking, so I think for now it's the best course of action. But things are not looking great, Yuckus. They're gone.
Yakus is gonna misty step over.
Okay, that's free. Easily get across.
Well, what are we gonna do, Yuckus? They're gone.
Are me and Brom free to talk?
Yep, whatever you want to do inside.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think we're stuck. Let's
So-
try and walk up to the imps and like give a closer inspection. Do they react to me as I get closer?
You go. Which one are you going up to first?
Oh, we'll go to the one that he's near. This one. It won't
Okay,
be
you
there.
see this one almost face down on the ground, his wings stretched out like he's trying to fly into the ground somehow, and seething at the ground. He does not seem to be reacting to you. In fact, every 6 seconds, he's making the exact same motions as he did the previous 6 seconds with no change.
Mm-hmm. Was this the one with the steam over its head?
Those are the two right ones. These. Oh, sorry, steam over its head. Yes, that one has steam over its head.
Okay. So that one's got steam over its head, and the spike that
It
was
has-
flying is over in the left side, or about
Right
where
here,
my
right where you are, right above where your character is now.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try and touch one of the imps.
Okay, you reach down and you touch the icicle one because it's close to one. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
It's very cold to the hand, cold to your hand, and you can feel it like vibrating at the same time, almost freezing your hand. But you're able to move it around.
Okay. So
Okay. So there's a flying spike, an imp that's flying into the ground with steam like puffing out over its head. Is the spike moving at all, or is it just stationary?
Every 6 seconds, it goes flying towards the back wall over here, crashes into the wall, and vanishes. Then resets.
So
are any of the imps making a look like they're throwing the like in their cycle, like they're casting anything?
Be an insight check. With an 8, you're not really familiar with the body movements of these imps. None of them are actively throwing anything at the time, and you can't really pick up anything. On the outside, Yekis and Umber, what are you guys doing?
Well, so we don't see them, but we still see the imps just frozen in time, right?
Yes.
Umber friend, why they gone?
So they stepped forward. You see just ahead of me. They were there, and then they took one step further and vanished. I don't know. I kind of expected them to get frozen like our Rocky friends here, but they just disappeared.
Can I from here? Can I do like an Arcana check to see if I can tell what magic is happening? I mean, obviously it's the anomaly, but
You can roll an Arcana check, but your learn is limited by what your character could possibly know. You've never seen something like this before. You've dealt with a lot of magical texts and scribes before. You are aware that this kind of magic, temporal magic, is extremely rare, first of all, was in the time the history books were written. And that being a part of magic is different than looking at temporal magic, as it has its own time consistency.
Mhm.
Oh,
All right,
So-
on the inside, what are you guys doing?
So I wanna go over and take a look at the, because he said like typically the items bind them, like the anomaly will bind itself to an item.
Yep.
So I want to go look at the boots, because those are the only thing that kind of seem untouched in the area.
Yep, looking at them, roll me an Arcana check.
Oh, no.
With an 18, you're certain these are magical of some kind, as they haven't been touched by time. They haven't decayed like anything else in here. Looking around where the field is and the curvature of the field where you guys entered, this does seem to be about the center of where the anomaly would be, if
Mhm.
it's a perfect circle. And that's
Okay.
about all you can tell just looking at it.
Hmm. Uh, Looking at the group of 3 imps, the other 2 imps. So the one like on the left-hand side, that's the one that's like flying into the ground with the steam over its head.
That's
What are
the
the other
ice guy.
2?
It's flying
Yep.
This is the one that's flying into the ground. Yep.
Yeah. And the other 2 are
They are frozen from outside. They're frozen in place. From your perspective, they are kind of clawing and attacking at the ground beneath them, flying towards it a little bit.
okay. Is that another imp all the way on the west side of the room?
This is another ice
Yeah.
imp over here. Yes.
Okay. What's he doing?
He looks like he just finished something and is standing there ready to do more. Like he's preparing to charge in or throw some kind of attack.
Okay.
You're not
but
quite
he's-
certain.
Okay, but he's not actively doing. Yeah, but
You
he's
can
not
roll an insight check
actively
if you want to know
doing
more.
anything. Sure.
All right. I'm gonna move over here. Can I grab him and move him over to this square here?
Yep, you bring him up, you move him. As you're moving him away from that spot, the whole place seems to start vibrating and shaking more.
Okay.
Sorry, what'd you roll? I missed it.
13.
With a 13, you're not sure what he was doing. You're certain he just finished something. He just finished some
Okay.
kind of action. Do you keep moving him, Naz, or do you stop?
How far did I get before it started to push
5
back
feet.
on me? 5 feet?
Yep.
I'm gonna stop moving and look at Brahm. What do you think?
I think he kind of looks like when I cast or when I cast spells, kind of when I'm done, where it's like
Yeah.
I'm getting
No,
ready
I
for the
think
next
he's the
action.
person that did the frostbolt we're seeing suspended in the air and missing over there. So I think we need to move him and line him up with the correct like thing that happened so that he is aiming to where the frostbolt has been cast, right?
Yeah. So he's where the
Alright.
frostbolt starts, and the frostbolt is heading towards where it slams into the wall.
Yeah, that's where we need to move him to from here.
Alright, moving outside. Umber and Yuckus, what are you guys doing?
Yekis think they're in time magic bubble.
Yeah, I'd concur with what's going on. I guess our options are we can't really do much from the outside, so we could just, risk it and join them there. And this, we don't really have a way of communicating with our rocky friend here to get more context.
Yekis prepare before we go in, and I'm gonna
Yeah, I mean, whatever you need. I mean, I don't know what we're gonna find in there.
I have a thing where I can regain 1 spell slot.
It's on a short rest usually.
It says it's a 1-minute thing. I thought.
Okay.
Let me double check.
Oh, that's right. There's one out of combat. Yeah, there's 1 minute. I know what you're talking about. Yep. You get 1 slot back.
Okay. And then after that, Yak gets ready after 1 minute.
Okay. On the inside, as a minute passes, what are you guys doing?
Mm, We're gonna move the first one. I guess we'll move that first imp in line behind the bolt.
Okay. You
And
hold him up
then-
in place. Who's holding him?
I'll move him
Okay. You're
because
holding
I
him
don't.
up in the
I
air.
don't want a risk. The problem. So I'm picking him up and I'm moving him over there.
You try to move him 20 feet over to the side again?
Yeah, where yeah.
All right.
Seems
As
to
you
me
move
there's
him
no
further
choice.
and further, the larger the shaking and vibrating of the air around you seems to be. I need you both to roll Constitution saving throws. Okay. Yekis and Umber, you see Braum emerge from this throne mid-air and fall to the ground in front of you, outside of the energy.
Brown friend
Braum,
back.
you do take 2, yep. 11 points of force damage.
Oh.
Naz, inside, you are now alone. As the imp has pulled itself back to where it was.
So we can't just pick him up and move him. Good to know. Good to know.
Right. On the outside, what are you guys doing now that Umber has appeared in front of you? About a minute has passed, so you get your slot back.
Or that Braun
Hmm.
is there. Braun, what was in there?
Mm. The everything keeps looping. Everything's looping. Everything's looping. Like it.
Did you try the watch?
Not yet. No, didn't have. Oh, haven't tried the watch yet.
Watch work outside or inside?
Probably inside. Oh,
Try
well,
outside
try this.
first.
We can. Sure. I'm gonna pull the watch out and give it a
Single
click
button in the front
outside
of it.
barrier.
Nothing seems to happen.
Okay, nothing.
Naz, on the inside, you do feel, ever since the crashing and the pulling away, that time echoing is feeling more intense. You can see your hand further ahead as you're moving it and further behind.
Okay.
Are you doing anything, or are you just waiting for the others to do something?
I'm gonna move up to the corpse and look at those boots. I'm gonna give them an inspection, see if there's anything inside of them. See if I can
Okay.
figure out something. Is that an investigation or?
Investigation, yeah.
All right.
They're very finely made. They are of a style you haven't ever seen, so you're wagering they're probably pretty old. They probably have been here a very long time, despite them seeming perfectly clean and perfectly new. You don't see any inscriptions. There's not much else you can get from just looking at them.
What about the corpse?
It is mostly just bones wrapped in rags that have deteriorated over the years.
Gotcha. So I couldn't even tell like what killed him.
No.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wait then. See what the magic guys want to do.
On the outside, what are you guys doing?
Well, I'm gonna walk back in the field.
Okay.
Yakus come with.
I'm actually gonna stay outside just in case.
Right, yeah, because the Brom, you notice the more intensified echoing of time now,
Ooh,
as if this is
Just as,
stabilizing in some way.
okay. So let's try this instead. Let's try this. I'm gonna pull out the pocket watch and see if it's reacting any differently now that I'm in the anomaly.
It's giving off this whirring sound inside, like it's fully activated.
Mm-hmm. All right. I'm gonna click the watch and take a look around and see if anything happens.
I need all three of you to roll Constitution saving throws.
Oof. Nope.
Okay. So,
Mhm.
Yekis, you just entered this for the first time. 2 seconds in, you're
Mhm.
now the only one in there, as both Brom and Corwin seem to have disappeared from the field. Umber, you see those two go in, and seconds later, Corwin and Brom come flying out, taking 6 plus 2, 8 points of force damage.
Oof.
I'm unconscious.
I'm gonna stabilize him real quick and punch him with health.
Okay.
So let's see, that requires a hand of healing. 1 focus point, such restore a number of hit points equal to your martial arts die plus your wisdom modifier. Will this just do it? Try this.
Okay.
Alright.
You heal 8 hit points. You wake up on the prone on the ground.
Brom, what happened?
Oh. Well, the watch just shot me out of the field.
Yekis, on the inside, alone, not really understanding what you're seeing, and your friend's gone 2 seconds after going in. What are you doing?
Well, Yakis takes in the sight of everything that's happening. I'm sure he just sees elementals fighting each other and doesn't really think that that's odd.
It's looping. Every 6 seconds, they're kind of resetting to their previous positions, and all the fire is repeating exactly the same sounds, exactly the same actions every 6 seconds.
And is the corpse here, or was that only on the outside?
You see a pile of bones there with some pristine boots on their feet. Other than that, the clothes are in rags. It's not moving in any way. It's pile of bones.
Can I inspect it for to see if this guy is some kind of a mage that maybe cast the spell? Maybe. Oops.
You can roll either an Arcana or an Inspection.
We'll do
Investigation. Either one.
Arcana.
Take his shoes.
Looking at the type of clothes that the rags probably made up, they were some kind of robes, but beyond that, you're not sure.
Okay. They're looping. The shoes are pristine. Everything else is in rags. I try to take off the shoes.
Yep, they come easily off the feet. You're holding on to a pair of pristine boots.
I try putting them on.
They slide over your feet. They're a little large for your feet, but they slide on.
I'm proud that didn't solve it, but I'm also so proud that you tried. I'm gonna jump into the circle again.
Okay, Corbin, you come in and you see Yucca standing up there wearing the boots.
Wait, before I jump, I'm going to mark the position of all of the imps from the outside. Are all 4 grouped together?
Nope, they're all the exact same positions they are at the beginning of the loop each time.
And what about the one over here? It's
He's in that square, but he's on the ground, kind of like he's just standing facing the ground, as if he just finished something, but he's looking in a weird direction.
okay. I'm gonna jump back in now. Yeah. I'm in here now.
As you
With
enter for the
Yuccas.
third time, you do feel the echoing is more intense. Like there's a whole second of time being repeated in front of you and behind you at all times.
Okay, so we need to not fuck up the buttons anymore. How you doing, Yuckus? Those
I-
boots are spectacular.
Yuckus think boots a bit big, but very fancy.
Also, where you're standing right now, the icicle is flying through the air right in front of your face every 6 seconds.
Who, me or Yuckus?
You.
Oh, okay. So there's clearly a fight. We clearly need to move it. I don't know how we move it. You're here because you're a wizard. Is there any kind of magic you can cast on it? It seemed like it was just arcane knowledge in general.
Yuckus could attack the elementals, but Yuckus
I don't think
think
killing all of them will help us. Yeah.
I think it just repeat and come back and make Yuckus
Yeah.
tired. Hmm. Is there anything over here in the rubble over here?
Nope, just a bunch of rocks. You're going to search the rocks for anything underneath them, you can.
Yeah,
Investigation roll.
I want to search in this corner.
Okay.
Investigation.
Oh. Oh. I'm going
You find
to
more
heal
rocks.
Do you want more healing before going in? Should I go
Okay.
in? Is there
I'm
any way I
gonna-
can help?
Here, I'm gonna heal myself before I walk back in.
Okay.
Okay, that's much better. Okay, I'm much better off. I'm gonna walk back in.
Okay, you feel the anomaly is intensified. The echoing is stronger in both directions. You see Yuckus wearing the boots around the skeleton before.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing else changed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we need to
So-
put it back.
So, using the watch shot us out of the anomaly. Moving. What did we move the first time that shot us out of the anomaly?
The imp that's in the corner.
With this imp 10 feet over.
Trevor. Uh,
Yuckus wonder, did clock keep charge when outside of anomaly?
it felt hot,
Hmm.
but it didn't do anything outside the anomaly. I tried using it. Hmm.
Umbra, maybe try and talk to the thing.
I mean, yeah, I'm outside there. It's the rock elemental. I'm going to just try to.
If it's trying to tell you anything, you try and get its meaning, right? Of like, try to
Clear, you
understand
guys
it.
can't talk to each other. Out
Yeah,
of
I
character, you
know.
can have some discussions, but you can't communicate.
Yeah, we can't communicate at
right.
all. So I'm just sitting here waiting for my friends. Yeah, because we can't. There, I have no knowledge though. It is pacing though.
Yuckus think it's strange. Good boots, not aged like this corpse of bones robes.
Can you walk out with the boots?
You would know that generally magical items do not deteriorate with time.
Oh,
Any kind of magical item.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
So does it seem like if Yuckus moves around wearing the boots, does the field move around with him?
You go over and try and walk out of the field as he's moving around to test it.
Sure. I'll go by the edge of the field.
It does not seem to move as he does.
Okay.
What if he tries to walk out of the field?
You can't walk out.
So it presents resistance. Okay.
None of you have been able to just walk out. The field has been blocking you from just walking out at all times.
Mm-hmm.
What about putting the boots on the skeleton again?
Yuckus want to keep boots. Skeleton
Fair.
not need. Move skeleton?
Well, last time we moved the imp was when it threw us out.
Mhm.
So I think physically moving stuff will present a pretty serious problem.
Yeah, and it
So you
didn't
had to
matter
move it
how
full.
much everybody got
You had to move it.
thrown.
You had to move it 10 feet away from its current position before it threw you out. Moving it a little bit didn't cause any issues.
Hmm.
Okay. I guess looking at the two imps on the right, or the two elementals on the right that are attacking the ground.
Yep.
Hmm.
And just to be clear, Umber, you're standing right beneath where the icicle is flying through the air every 6 seconds. Like you're short enough that it's going above your head, but it's right above your head.
Oh, okay. So
You are
maybe.
sorry, Brom, not Brom. Brom is
Oh,
not Umber.
Okay.
Sorry.
I was like,
It's fine. That's fine. It's not hitting me.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess move. You say move imp 10 feet. Reset, kick you out.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
if we move corpse 5 feet?
I'm gonna walk up to each of the flying elementals and like push on them a little bit to see if any give more resistance or less resistance than the others.
You're just moving it like a couple inches in a direction.
Yeah, just to see how much of a pushback. Because even with that one, I felt a little pushback when I moved it a little bit.
So you move them. Say you move them all north a little bit. You feel an equal amount of resistance, and this it starts to destabilize a little bit, but not very much, only a couple inches.
Okay.
But you don't feel one that's measurably less than any others.
What about just turning them?
Rotate it in place. Nothing seems to happen. It's attacking a different direction.
Hmm.
Does
They
it
don't seem to
stay in that
acknowledge
position?
if it's on the ground. You just turn them in place. They
Yeah.
reset every 6 seconds, but for the 6 seconds of the loop, they stay in that position.
Okay.
Is there any sort of like how they're attacking the ground? Is there anything being like stirred up that's not near them?
They all have wings out. Like normally, if they were doing this pose, they'd be attacking something in the air. They're not.
Mhm.
You don't see any disturbed walls or earth or ceiling, other than where the icicle is hitting the wall every 6 seconds. But even that, you notice the wall isn't chipping in that location. It's like the wall isn't acknowledging being hit.
Okay. All right. You said the wall is chipping there?
Is not. It's not
Okay.
acknowledging being hit at all. She has no damage from the hit.
Okay. So, does it look like the body of anything is, or that puff of steam, is that coming off the one flying imp? Like,
They're all flying into the ground right now, and the steam is about 6 feet off the ground. So it's
okay.
above the ice one, but it's not actually near it.
Okay. Looking at that one, does it look like it's got like a reaction on its face? Like a reaction like it's being hit? Or that it's just attacking?
If you go up and investigate it closely, roll an investigation roll. So you're trying to
Hmm.
look for its body to see if there's any damage, see if there's any kind of reaction to it. Either investigation
Yeah.
or insight. Either one would work. You notice on the front of the imp there does seem to be like some kind of crashing collision appearance, like there's something striking its chest, but you don't get any idea of what it's reacting to or what it was doing at the time.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
I don't want to leave you out of it, Umber, so if you have anything you want to do outside, just speak up.
Well, no, I'm kind of in the position where Umber would just be like anxiously biding time and mainly wanting to, if noticing that friends now are getting ejected, just waiting with more healing Should they be ejected? Is the elemental doing anything right now? It's also just waiting.
Kind of shifting around impatiently, looking aggravated, but doesn't know what to do about it.
I can I just sort of do a commiserated, just kind of like nod and just sitting there with it, just like yep.
Give me a charisma check.
I feel you, buddy. Let's see, charisma. Just that's just the top there.
Yep.
Just my charisma center.
You get the sense he understands what you're saying and is a little relaxed by having someone to commiserate with.
Stuck's being stuck on the outside, but it's a necessary task.
Okay, back on the inside. What are you guys doing?
So you've got the spell that's impacting the wrong spot. It's potentially supposed to be hitting one of the imps. We've got 2 imps that are either attempting to attack something or attacking one another. Looking over at the body,
Which one?
the bone corpse.
Okay.
Does it look like that was like lacerated apart, or that it's just like it's been sitting here, so it's
Roll a medicine
Well,
check. You can't tell what killed it. There's not much flesh. There's no flesh left at all, just bones. You don't notice any marks on the bones that would tell you what hurt it. Picking up one of the bones and examining it, you do notice every 6 seconds the bone snaps back into place, like it's resetting back to the same skeletal pile.
But the
okay.
boots remain on me.
So the elementals, I don't think were affected by the time, but whatever this body or whoever this was, you don't know how long this anomaly's been here. Especially if it was just a minor one that wasn't expanding or doing anything, like could just leave.
Mm-hmm.
So probably the body just aged or whatever away.
Can I push on the bolt as it flies through the air as it resets? Like change the trajectory?
Yes. Give me a dexterity saving throw. As you're putting your hand in the path of an active flying projectile.
Yeah, that's fair.
You're able to push it and it does change the direction for that loop, but it's digging into the side of your hand as it's going and freezing parts of your skin.
Sure.
You take 4 points of cold damage.
Ow.
Careful.
So we can change things, we just can't move things more than 10 feet from where they are. So spinning it, changing it, we'll change it for 1 loop, and I think we only have to get it right for that 1 loop.
So that means everything has to move within 5 feet of where it is right now.
Yeah.
So if the body is part of this, the body would have to be moved up or south 1 block, so south 5 feet.
Oh, put the corpse in the way of the bolt.
Can you give me an intelligence check, please?
Who?
Mhm. Me.
Brom.
Okay. But then what do the boots have to do with any of it?
Nothing, they're just magic. Okay, I can't click on that. Features, attributes, there we go.
Never mind, carry on.
Okay, so
maybe
maybe we should try moving the body.
Yeah, try moving it for one. Let's try moving it forward for one rotation, and then see if it just. Oh, because it seems
Yeah,
like
let's
as
move
long
it
as stuff
5 feet
moves,
forward
and then
from where
see
it's
if it
at
snaps
towards
back.
where the impact is. Yeah.
As you start grabbing the corpse and trying to move it a bit, the bones are falling apart and scattering in all directions. Like it's not attached anymore as it's decayed over time. You do feel the anomaly destabilizing a little bit as you're moving it.
Okay. We stop.
Okay.
Yuckus,
6 seconds later, it snaps back.
can we put the boots in front of the underneath where the bolt would hit it?
Yeah.
Not with you in them. To be
Yeah.
perfectly, don't
Mhm.
put yourself in the way of the projectile, but put the boots
Yuckus,
in the way of the projectile.
Yuckus could identify boots.
I don't know what that means.
Oh.
I can
Sorry.
find out what the magic is with the
Oh, okay.
boots, but I could also do what you say. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Well,
See
the
if you can
boots-
find anything
Oh.
new
Also,
about the boot.
The boots aren't resetting.
I
with
think because the
everything else
boots
in
aren't
it,
affected
yeah.
by time, so I don't think it's
Mhm.
either the cause or it has nothing to do with what's going on.
I think they have to be in the right spot, and then we hit the clicker, and maybe it fixes itself.
Okay, Yuckus, put boots where you want them, and I'll take off the boots and
Yep.
and put them where you
Yeah,
said
can you
here.
make an intelligence check, please? Yeah, can you make an intelligence check, please?
Yes.
Okay. From what you heard earlier in the academy, you're pretty sure the boots aren't what caused the anomaly. The anomaly was created elsewhere and moved here as it was attracted to the boots. So the boots are probably not part of the puzzle. They just were attracted to the anomaly here.
Okay. Yuckus don't think boots involved at all. Very stylish. Yuckus keep for now.
You are expected to return them when you finish, but okay.
They don't fit, so I imagine even if we kept them. Anyway.
Magic
Well,
items shrink down
yeah.
if you attune
When
to
you
them.
when you attune to the magic items, they shrink to the
Oh.
size of the wearer. You would know that.
That's true.
So we can't move the corpse. We can't move the imp. We can move them, but we can't move them more than 10 feet. And when we do move them, it starts to make it worse. Are all of them wrong?
3 of them on the right are flying into the ground, and the one on the
Yeah.
left is kind of half facing the wall in the ground.
Okay, so we just need to turn them in the right direction. Why don't we try turning them all so it looks like these two are fighting. This one is looking at the corpse guy, and this one is looking at that one.
And then we have to try to aim the. I'm gonna try to see if I can cast Mage Hand in here.
Yep, it works just fine. Mage hand pops in there.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna use the Mage Hand to try to aim the projectile to hit the one imp or the one flying imp.
That has
What's
the
the
dent in
carrying?
it.
What's the carrying capacity of the mage hand?
Like 5 or 10 pounds or something. Like it's
The
enough
amount
that
of
it can open doors or like.
yeah, this is a high velocity projectile. The amount of force it could apply would only change the direction a couple degrees in the time it had.
Mhm.
Right, so we spin them, and they're looking at each other. Does it only last one loop? Do we
So
notice
you're
anything
leaving
different?
so on the ground. You're having them stand up, facing the directions you described.
Yes.
After 6 seconds, they revert back to their original positions.
Okay.
But you didn't feel any heightening of tension or of the anomaly getting worse in any way.
Mhm.
I'm gonna search the room. Is there anything else that sticks out to me? Anything else looks like it would help?
You can roll an investigation if you want.
Oh my god.
You think you've seen everything you can from the surrounding parts of the room.
So they're all swooping down towards the ground?
It seems like they're flying into the ground where they're positioned. Their arms are outstretched, their wings are outstretched, and the direction they're currently facing is right straight at the ground. The three on the right. So they're flying. They look like they're trying to fly, but oddly enough, the
They're
direction they're
going to the
facing
ground.
is the ground.
They're dive bombing. So that doesn't make
Mhm,
sense to us. So, and we already tried flipping them up right side up, or we tried facing them, but they're still dive bombing.
We tried facing them in the directions I described, but I think maybe we have to make it so that they're facing the right direction. But man, how does that impact happen?
Uh,
I think
Gekka's
I think
Gekka's
we,
Gekka's wonder if everything took step back in anomaly. Move each
But-
imp forward.
that was kind of what I was thinking with because the bones. So looking at the body, said that the bones are like snapping back into place every 6 seconds.
Yep.
Mhm.
So it's like it's being hit. It's like it's reacting to a hit.
No, the bones, if you don't move the bones, they don't react. It's only when you pick them up and move them that they snap back into place every 6 seconds.
Oh, okay.
Like the
I
bones
thought,
were already there. They're irrelevant to the anomaly.
okay. I thought it was they were reacting like it was the body or something being hit by an attack.
Right.
the
So the
bone-
imps are attacking each other. The guy was just here and died when the anomaly came? Or does it look like the imps are. Yeah, why would the imps attack each other? Why would the golem be here if the imps were. The imps were here to kill the guy?
Do you know there's two different kinds of imps here? One seems to be like dust, smoke, and sight frames. The other two are ice.
Oh, they're different factions. Okay. So the
Okay.
imps are fighting. Rock guys on one side, other guys are on the other. That one shot that one. Can we turn them all so that they're in the direction of the factionalized fighting and like aiming at each other so it looks like this one is fighting this one is aiming and getting the shot from this one?
Give me an intelligence check, please.
Oh, that's not going to be good for me. Yeah, see, goddamn.
No, I thought you were gonna have one of your savant
Carry on.
rolls on something.
No. Yeah. I'm going to try. Every time I try and get us to the point where we can get some help, it's always like, and then you roll a 2.
So this
I will
one's
note that
sorry.
I will note that the icicle is moving through the air 6 feet off the ground, and these guys are only a foot tall and sitting on the floor. The smoke cloud above the ice guy is
Oh.
also 6 feet off the ground.
Okay, so we lift them and position them 6 feet off the ground. And in the way I described, all attacking each other
Here.
in a way that kind of makes sense.
Yeah. And looking at the two fire imps, or does the one look
We
like
have
it
earth
has?
and ice.
Or looking at the earth imps, or
The
does
dust
one of them
imps,
look like it? Does one of them look like it has an impact happening to it, like the icicle
From your-
impacting it?
From your earlier medical check, you could not identify such a thing, but you couldn't eliminate it.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to try another look, you can, but the DC would be higher.
I'll try one more look. See.
Be either medicine or investigation.
Actually, what did I roll last time? I rolled.
I don't remember.
I'm checking. That was an intelligence ability. I did medicine last time, so I'll do investigation this time.
With 13 looking over the body, you see places where the body is warping, but you don't see any cause of the warping. You don't know if it's the impact of something, but that's all you can get with a 13.
Oh, it's a little bit to go off of, but yeah, we'll try to move. So we have to move all 4. We pretty much have to each pick up an imp and hold it in the air, so that they're in the so that they're all.
Yeah, so that it's directly in the path of the projectile.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we got them all in that position, hit the button. Make sense to everyone?
Yeah, that does make sense.
Yeah,
We want to
I
get
mean,
that. That's what
we're-
it is. We need to get them in the right position, then hit the button. Is what it seems.
In the air,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah. So I think the two dust imps are attacking the one frost imp because they're both there, but they're attacking it in the air. The one frost imp is attacking the one dust imp, and the other one's firing a frostbolt at the one.
Yeah.
But everything's just fallen out of level with each other.
Yeah, they're all sitting on the ground.
Mhm.
So they need to be in the correct position in the air performing that action. So we start
Mhm.
picking them up and moving them all.
Okay, each of these weighs about 20 to 30 pounds. Which of you is carrying which imp?
Right, because they can't get it 6 feet in the air. He can use the mage hand to probably carry one.
That's 5 pounds.
Right.
Yekis, do the one that's getting hit.
Okay.
Do I need to make a strength roll or?
You guys all do it at the same time because it's resetting
Right.
every 6 seconds.
Right.
Who's doing
Right.
the other 2? Or who's doing the other 3?
Okay, so I'll do these 2 because I'm closest and have highest dexterity. And then, yeah, you do that one.
Yeah, and I can like run up. I can walk up the wall with him, so I can get to the right level.
Okay, so as soon as time resets, you each try and position the imps as best you understand it in the correct positions. I
Yep.
need each of you to roll either athletics or acrobatics. Now, since you're doing 2, I need it at disadvantage.
Okay.
Oh man, god damn it.
Are you pressing the button as soon as you have your imp in place, Brom? Or are you waiting to
Yes.
try and see if they do it correctly?
Let's wait and see if they do it correctly.
Yeah. Let's see
Okay,
if
then
we
I
do
need a
it
perception
correctly.
roll from you at the end.
So there's that. So I probably don't do mine correctly, but
Give me a perception roll, see whether you can tell whether they're positioned right. You got yours up as best you can, looking around. They're all roughly where you said they were, and the vibrations in the room are the calmest you've ever felt them.
okay. Yep. All right. So I'm gonna. All right. After the next reset, let's do that again. And this time I'm going to hit the watch.
Okay.
See what happens.
All right, get in place. Roll your athletics acrobatics again. Still at disadvantage, Ness. Even though you were the best roll last time. All right, you hit the watch.
Yep.
I need everyone to roll a Constitution saving throw as you are all ejected from the anomaly. You see the icicle skim by, just barely missing the imp Yekis is hitting.
Mm.
Okay, Corwin, you take full damage. Actually, only Corwin's ejected. The other 2 stay inside. +2, so it's 12 damage, Corwin.
Oh, okay.
As you are ejected outside in front of Umber.
Orwin, have you guys figured it out? Do you need
I'm
assistance?
unconscious on the ground.
Okay. I punch him with some health here. Just gonna blow all these key points there. Punchy, punchy, healthy, punchy. Health punch. Punch health.
Corwin, you find yourself waking up outside the anomaly with 8 hit points.
Oh my god. I'm so tired of being dead.
Do you
All
need
right, Umbra.
assistance in there?
We need you in there.
All right. I
We
come
think we
back with-
figured it out, and we could definitely use another pair of nimble hands.
Will do. All right. I joined him coming in.
I'm gonna wave at the golem, and then walk back into the thing.
All right.
He
coming
kind
in.
of looks exasperated seeing your bodies flying out of this thing over and over.
Yeah, and just blood splatters hitting the wall.
What?
To be fair, it's only been 2 of us.
Yuckus.
That's right,
All
Yuckus
right.
hasn't
Just
been going
due
out
to
yet.
the knocks.
Yeah, Yakus has been like, I got new boots. That's what happened to me today.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna try again. This
What's
time
the
with
plan,
Umber taking
everybody?
one of them. We're gonna explain to
Okay.
him the idea with it, and that we were close last time.
Let me clarify, where are you holding this guy? Let's go through each of them. Where are you holding this guy?
Mhm. I'm holding. Oh god.
Position to
Actually,
look like he's firing the
Yeah.
icicle.
Yeah.
Which direction is he firing at?
He was
This one over
firing-
here.
Yuckus, where are you holding this one?
Wait, the
I was gonna hold it.
Can we get a
right
lowdown of where the
was.
projectiles? So this is ice and this is shadow and 2 ice here.
There's 2 ice over left. The 2 left ones are ice imps. The 2 right ones are dust imps. They seem to have a little bit of flame coming off them as well.
Okay.
There's an
Just-
ice bolt that's traveling like that
At them. Okay.
and slamming into the wall currently, but not doing any damage to the wall.
There's a gas cloud 6 feet in the air above this guy.
So we need
Looks
to
like a
get one
dust
of
cloud.
the. We're gonna need to get one of these up in there. Yeah.
Right, so Yuckus, where are you holding this guy?
Up, up, kind of where the projectile's gonna hit him.
Which direction are you facing him?
I think we said we are gonna have him face this guy. We thought that these
Okay.
2 would be attacking this.
Who's doing this one?
That'd be me.
Where are you positioning him?
So that he looks like he's attacking this guy.
Wouldn't he be higher up in the core? Wouldn't he be up in the little floof?
What do you
Or
mean?
no? There's the cloud, right?
Right, they're in the dust cloud 6 feet above, but like that's where I'm having him
This
look.
cloud's,
Oh.
this cloud's on this one, but in the air above this one. So how
Oh.
high up are you putting this guy?
The same 6 feet that the rest of them are, like level with the rest of them,
And which way is he facing?
towards this one.
Okay.
Right? Does that make sense? Or should I be facing him towards the other way? I asked the group.
Seems like they'd be looking at each other. Are there any other markers of? Because that's clearly a projectile. We need one there. That one's getting shot. Would he be
Right, this
looking at
one
the
and this one are
shooting?
fighting this one and this one.
Yeah. I think just facing across the room because he'd look at the one right in front of him and maybe a little angle to stare at the other.
Okay.
So Umber, where are you gonna hold this one?
Okay, so ice. Is there any further indication if I look there of like ice remnants or like if I look at him, does he have any already like injuries or insight into like his body of like how he's contorted?
Give me an insight or a medicine check. Either one would work.
Okay.
You're not
Welcome
familiar
welcome
with ice.
to Inside the Bubble. We roll 4s here.
There's not much to learn from his physical reactions other than the fact that he's aggressively attacking something in front of him, and his wings are out as if he was flying.
Yeah, so aim him towards my guy.
Yeah, I guess I'll just lift him up to similar, assuming level that he was attacking and within proximity of the one right that Corwin's holding.
Is he in, above, or below the cloud of dust above where he is now?
In.
Can I at least see he's not looking up at all? Like I can't even with that roll of like the angle of
Nope.
his neck if he was looking up or not. Okay.
He looks like he's facing the ground right now, so he's not looking up at all.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll have him level even slightly higher potentially further.
So in the gas cloud, above it, or below it? The dust cloud.
Oh. Slightly above?
Okay, I need everyone to roll acrobatics or athletics when you start this.
Okay.
You get it? Yeah, because you get it right in place so the icicle slams right into this guy's chest, and you feel his body react in the way you'd expect when the icicle hit, so you think you have it right. Umber, as you're putting it just above the gas cloud, you feel the gas cloud expanding out towards you as if it was missing him. And the way he's reacting, you feel like it should be impacting him in a way. You feel like you had him too high. With a 16, you could learn that much.
Okay. Can I indicate that if like, oh no, we need to go
Nope.
again? No.
Please
Too
finish this
fast.
first. Nope.
Okay.
There's still 6 seconds. We don't have time to react. Corwin, you got it up. You've been raising him up, but you put him a little too high. And the way the gas cloud is forming and expanding outwards, you're pretty sure it was coming from him. So you think his head has to be level with where the gas cloud is forming. But this time you had it too high. Brahm, you know
Yeah.
where he has to go. You see where the icicle is coming out. You just didn't quite get him there in time before the loop reset.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to, I guess, help myself a little bit with an unseen servant so that I have a little extra help to get him up into place next time a little faster.
Okay. Yeah, that works.
So
Okay.
just, yeah. I'll just give me so I have advantage on it or something.
Yeah, that's what I would do for it.
Mhm.
I see you all trying again. Are you going to press the button this time?
I'm gonna call out. Are you ready? Are you ready to try it this time?
All right, we're doing it live.
All right, loop
All right.
resets. Roll your dice.
This time I'll make the adjustment to have it be level or in the cloud.
Yep. So Yuckus, you feel you have this down. You have it perfectly placed again. You feel the impact. It reacts exactly as you
Rolling his
expect.
eyes at everybody. Just like,
Corwin, you kind of have him tilted odd. So the way he's facing, the gas cloud would be coming downward towards the ground a little bit. When it came out straight, you don't think you had it right there. Brahm, with a 12, you just got it right as the bolt comes out. You feel some tension as if you're fighting the anomaly a bit, but you feel you had it close enough. Number spot on. It was right in the middle of the gas cloud. You could see how the gas was shifting around him. You think you had him perfectly placed. I need everyone to roll Constitution saving throw, because one of you did fail. You did press the button. But you all pass, and you're staying inside.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right, we're so close. Let's do this, guys.
You do feel like the room. You feel like you remember doing this hundreds of times now, as if you've experienced this exact anomaly so many times. It's old hat. Like your life has been here dealing with this anomaly.
Mm-hmm.
gonna be age. It's the hyperbolic time shaver.
Yep. So let's give the all right.
Do it again.
All right.
Here we go.
Resets. Make your rolls.
Oh, yeah, okay, just do it. Oh my god.
Yeah, I guess this time it's really hard to get him up all the whole height given your short stature. This time at the last second, he just kind of tilts backwards, and the icicle goes right over his head. Everyone else feels like they had it just in place. Umber, you're struggling with this one, but it's close enough that you felt the anomaly accepting it. I need everyone to roll Constitution saving throw.
no.
Corwin and Yekis, you're both expelled from the anomaly, thrown out of the ground, out of the field. And take 5 points of damage.
Do the boots come with me?
No,
Asking
the
the real
boots not come
question.
with you.
Oh.
Oh, Yuckus just disappeared into a pair, just turned into a pair of boots in here from our perspective.
Yeah, kind of. The boots fall to the ground where he was just standing.
He's dead.
Is that what happens, Rom? I mean, I've seen them get booted every time.
Usually
why
the
are
whole
boots here?
Usually the whole person's gone. He's just boots. Yuckus turned into boots.
All right, we're going back in.
Yeah,
We know what we gotta
Go
do.
back onto the court.
We just got to get it right. Yep.
Yuckus, you're not
Inside,
boots.
you each can relive memories of you doing this a million different ways. You remember the imps fighting this battle more times than you remember anything else in your life. This is digging into your minds.
So,
Oh,
does that mean we're going to be good at doing this? Can we roll with
No.
advantage, or is it just like,
Nope.
okay,
We're gonna go insane.
You're afraid that if this keeps happening, there might be something happening to your brains.
yeah, that's fair. Let's try again.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh man, let's see. There. Is
For me, it's literally do or die, guys. Let's go.
I know. Um, I'm just gonna freaking punch Corwin with a little more healing here. So then my last one, just because he's not looking so hot.
Okay.
Before we go there, just in case.
I'll gratefully accept it because, yeah, it's not good.
Last one.
Okay. Brahms rolled. Everyone else rolling?
Yep. Oh my.
So, Umber, you're looking around, you're impressed everyone else is holding up correctly, but you get a little distracted and he starts tipping backwards just before the reset happens. And I need everyone to roll a Constitution saving throw. Corwin, Brahm, and Umber are all expelled violently from this. I need. Yeah. For another 5 points of damage.
Okay.
I'm now unconscious.
What? With 8 points of healing?
Oh,
That's
I
not
didn't add
possible.
that. I didn't add that. Sorry, hang on. So wait, it was 8 points of healing. That gets me 11. And then how
Punch
much
you
did I have?
good.
How much did we just take?
Yeah, because you're just sitting in there and all your friends just disappear. 5 points.
5 points.
Yeah. Yuckus is rubbing his temples. Yuckus is gonna try to see if there's a simpler way of lifting these, like if he can lift it with the timing to make it easier, like try to flow time with the movement.
Roll an
Does it-
Arcana check.
Nope.
No. No. Just no.
Yep. All right, guys.
Denied.
For the last time, hopefully, dear God.
Before both of you go in, I'm gonna use two of channel divinities for divine spark healing.
Didn't Yuckus take some damage if that hits everybody? Maybe we should,
No,
wait.
it's only channel on one person at a time, so that's why I'm
Mhm.
using
Yeah.
individual ones. There. There. I guess you both take 9 points of healing. And that'll be both of my channel divinities.
Okay. Well, now we won't definitely die next time. Let's do it.
So you hang back in?
That
Yep.
one, usability. There. And just, this is just so I spend the other one. So there, they're spent.
All right, here we go.
Move your characters in and roll again.
Token control, not draw. Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm gonna think here. Who feels they would need? I mean, obviously we've all taken turns on like struggling with this task there, but would anybody? I have one way to slightly help, giving people a friendly tap on the back. If somebody say. Yuckus, maybe, if that we can hope that. Not saying that it's counted for much, so that Corwin and I can just finesse this with our brute force.
So what are you doing?
I have one for the Walrus here of guidance. That
Oh,
I
okay.
can-
Yeah, give him the guidance, and then we're rolling acrobatics.
a tap Yuckus on the back there. I'll send a guidance out.
How do I roll with
2 successes so far.
guidance? Oh,
Yep.
You just
1d4.
add 1d4.
As you are distracted by the magic from your friend and drop the imp halfway through getting it up, the ice go completely misses the creature. I need everyone to roll Constitution saving throw.
Oh
Umber and Brom are ejected, and I need you to roll or take damage. Roll the damage. Naz and Yekis, inside, your heads are starting to split from how many memories of this place you have. It's filling your entire consciousness. You're having a hard time focusing on anything else. You both take 6 points of damage on the outside.
Yep. Oh wait,
Sorry,
we
10
take
points.
6 points. Okay.
10 points, sorry.
Okay. Don't
You're
have many.
pretty sure this is going to do some serious damage to your minds at this point.
No.
they're still
We
stuck
can't.
in there.
Yeah, we
With
can't
the-
leave them. Can't leave them in there. It's all right. Well, we gotta go back in, and if we get thrown out again, we just
yeah,
have to figure out how to all get thrown out.
You head back in.
Mm-hmm.
You are all now feeling this ringing pain in your heads as you can't really see the world in front of you very well, as you're just seeing this play over and over a million times every second.
Hmm.
All right, try again.
Mm-hmm.
Three successes, 4 successes. So as you finally push the button, you see the crash and the imps attacking each other. Except time doesn't reset; it keeps going. The imps keep fighting as the anomaly fades, and you see the Earth Elemental standing outside watching the battle. You hear him give out a large cracking sound of like smashing something, but you don't see anything hitting. The imps kind of stop what they're doing, looking over the elemental, and kind of cower backwards. What are you guys doing?
Laying on the
I am.
ground and thanking
just looking
Jesus.
for an
Yeah.
exit.
sit. Yeah, I sit
Get
on
out
the
of the way of the
ground.
Get out of the way of the projectiles. Like scooch off to the side. And just try to not be.
Yeah, no. In actuality, I'm gonna dive for like cover in the shadows and try and get out of their line of sight. Hopefully, I mean, have they registered us?
I'm gonna go by my buddy here.
Oh, they notice you, but they see you there. They've reacted a little bit, but they're more noticing the Earth Elemental standing there,
Okay.
I go
I see
behind my buddy.
approaching them.
Yeah, I'm gonna dive and try and hide.
Yeah. I'm gonna look
They seem
around
to
to
be
see if there's
cowering in place.
anything that looks like it's associated with the anomaly. Like, because they said that
Make a perception
it
roll.
would be tied to an object or something.
Wait, does Ziggy still have his boots?
The boots are still where he left them when he got operated
Oh.
out. So they're sitting on the ground by one of the imps. Looking around, you don't see anything of note other than the boots. You're pretty sure the boots were what attracted the anomaly.
All right.
I'll snag the boots.
So now we need. I was gonna say we need the boots.
None of you seem to understand the elementals, but they seem to be having some kind of conversation. The larger one seems to be doing something to intimidate and suppress the other ones.
Mm-hmm.
You can't understand what they're saying,
I'm
so they're
good.
just there making sounds to each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I'm
walk
good.
up and grab the boots. Where are the boots?
I already
Yeah,
I
snagged
think
sorry.
them.
Yucca's already grabbed it.
You Yucca's
All
already
right.
got them. Okay.
Right.
I'm gonna.
I do a little bow towards the large elemental and wave goodbye. As we take
Yeah.
our way out.
I'm gonna wave and bow and
Skedaddle.
and start walking towards the pathway that we came out of.
He hardly even acknowledges you. He's really focused on the imps right now.
Okay, yeah, let's just all make good our escape. We're all beat the fucking shit.
Yuckus is just sneaking by quietly, suspiciously, but quietly moving by.
All right. I should have
As
my
you are
nice
all
path
leaving,
to go here. Yeah.
as you are all leaving the area of the anomaly, I need you each roll a d100, please.
Presence on the way out.
That is the way it is. 30. Okay, nothing seems to happen. That's a good thing this time.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Okay. So, gonna walk along the wall.
Right, I need you to make. You can do it freely because you have the spell up.
Yeah.
Everyone else needs to roll acrobatics at advantage. So you have the knives to use. Corwin, you pass pretty easily, moving from knife to knife. You have a firm grasp. Umber, one of the knives seems to come loose as you start crossing one of them. It's sliding out. I need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh my god.
And you land face first into the venom of the snake pile.
Is he on
You got a
my
10. You
side?
almost had enough, so say you're over here. You're about there when you fell in.
All right, and I'm already over here because I made it.
And you
Jesus.
take 18 points of poison damage.
At least I'm not out, but good god.
I'm gonna drag him, grab him, and drag him as quick as I can.
Yep, no problem at all.
Jesus Christ.
So we have to get poor Yuckus across now too. I don't think he's got any more Misty Step.
I have my slot back since I did my
Oh, nice. So
whatever.
you can.
So I'm just gonna misstep.
Yeah, don't
Okay.
tempt fate. That fate
Yuckus,
is
Yuckus
fucking...
had a pleasant afternoon where he didn't get thrown out of a fucking gun
Everybody
6
else
times.
got put to the meat grinder.
He got new
Corwin
shoes,
and I...
and he got to teleport near snakes a couple times.
Yeah,
It's
no.
okay. It's karma for how many times he's been the one who's been beaten
It's
in
fair.
the
He
face,
did
Okay.
get brained by an elemental.
lit on
Also-
fire.
Also, I feel like
It's
when we
hanging
go to
there.
do more of these, I'm gonna have a much better prepared spell list for doing stuff similar to this. If it's temporal,
Now that we know what it is, right? Like what we're trying to accomplish.
have a better idea of it.
Yeah.
Okay, you're all on the other side of the snakes. Are you just heading out of the area? There's a whole wing of this place you haven't explored yet.
What? Oh yeah,
Mhm.
that way back.
Oh, I have.
Yeah, where the
What
fire
ti-
snakes were.
about what time is it? We're due to heal up and get ready for our
Yeah,
Yeah,
afternoon
Anomaly's
appointment.
closed. I don't
In-game-
want to go adventuring anymore.
In-game time. How long have we been in here?
Well, when you were in a
3,
time anomaly where all of you were disconnected from natural time for long periods, you don't really know how much time has passed in the real world. From your perspective, it's probably only been 8 or 9 minutes since you first came to the anomaly.
Okay.
Great. We're gonna be late.
Actually, Umber, you'd actually have been here for about a half an hour from your perspective.
Okay. So a little
Yeah,
bit
because you
longer.
sat outside for a while.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So that's not necessarily awful. Okay. I'll take it.
Hmm.
Could be worse. Could be worse. Where am I? I'm moving. Wait, where'd my token go?
You're still back by the site bit, or the
Yeah, sorry.
pit.
The grayscale took a second for my eyes to. We need
That's
to
the
probably proceed cautiously and quietly as we're going out. There's still
Hmm.
fire salamanders potentially, right?
You want to go quiet? You can roll stealth checks.
Do I have anything left?
I don't imagine so. Oh my
Why do you guys
god.
have 0 markings? That's weird.
What is happening?
Christ.
You guys think you're stealthy.
Ugh.
Brom, are
Corwin,
you
we should.
trying to stealth or are you just walking?
Yeah,
Are you trying to sneak or are you just walking?
I'll attempt to sneak.
Most of you
Corwin, we
see
need to be
Umber, like,
fired from being agile.
as you guys are trying to sneak, you see Umber like drunkenly walking into the walls a bit, a little disoriented by the venom that he's still patting off of himself as he's slime everywhere. He's
Yeah,
slipping
that's
on the
fair.
ground. He doesn't seem very stealthy.
Well, let's make our way out of here.
Yeah.
So far, nothing's happened.
Famous last words.
Brom, can I get a perception roll as you go up there?
Yep.
Never mind, carry on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna stop and take a quick look around. Am I seeing? Does anything occur to me?
You can make a perception roll.
Yeah, but I'm terrible at finding things. Yeah, see?
It seems very quiet. You guys are
yeah.
a little distracted ruminating on your recent adventure. You're still having a hard time getting out of your mind this battle playing over and over in places. You can't really focus on anything else.
It's like having an earworm stuck in your head, but it's the battle there. It's the hamster dance, but it's the imp placement dance instead.
Nonetheless, you seem to get to the entrance of the cave unmolested, and nothing further seems to happen here.
All right, we head out with a screaming headache.
When you guys went in here, there was midday crowds moving through the tunnels, which is pretty common. It was about 10 or 11 a.m. It is now entirely quiet. There's not a single person around.
Awesome.
I thought we
We've
left pretty
missed
early.
all of our timers. Let's head
We
back
did.
to the Arcane Assembly.
Well,
Oh.
Merchant
You've been here. You've been here in this district a few times at different hours. You judge it's probably around midnight.
Yeah.
God damn.
Probably
Oh,
missed
well, there's always someone there, isn't there? Or did they say they were closed last time we talked?
Well, we probably missed our convoy we were supposed to guard.
Yeah,
Well,
it's all right. There will be other opportunities.
Yeah,
We
we'll
closed
go
that
As
with
you
bloody
approach
rift.
the assembly, as you enter the Arcane Assembly, you see the same domed room that you come in first, and the ethereal humanoid creature appears, walks up to you. What is your business here?
I'm gonna lay down in the hallway outside and say, "Wizards will do it."
Yeah. task turn in. Anomaly turn in.
Anomaly services are inactive at this time. Please resume during business hours.
Okay. And I'll walk out.
So it'd been a bunch of time. Okay, so yeah, we need to find some place to rest for the evening because we all just look terrible. I've been thrown through walls, into just everywhere.
Mhm.
We need a place to rest. Where's the nearest place?
You've
We're
heard
gonna
about
have
inns in the Commerce District or Goldwood Pollock Bunkhouse. Where do you want to go?
Might want to just splurge for something in the Commerce District because getting
Yeah.
the Paula's getting jumped
Yeah.
there. I don't know. We can
Yeah.
check
Yeah.
at least what the
Well,
price is.
Is
We
the
found-
Lion Spear the inn?
No, that's military.
Military.
You could go visit there if you want to.
Yeah, no, I'm looking for an inn.
Commerce we'd have to go through over.
Mhm.
Yay. Oh man. He's gonna be so
Alright,
pissed.
as you guys are passing through these caves, I do need D100.
I got it. I did that not. Select the D100. Yes? No.
No, you
Nope.
just rolled it twice.
144.
No, that's
The
incorrect.
classic D100 roll.
Why did that? Oh, there it is. Okay.
There's 2D4, just one. 80. Okay, who would it be then? Brum, you feel something probing into your mind, like there's something being pushed into your thoughts. You can make a wisdom saving throw to resist it, or you can accept it.
I don't know what it. I don't know what it is, so I will accept it.
Nope. Okay, I thought you were gonna say the one.
Now Brom's like, I go with the flow, man. The universe has chosen me, except for notes.
Oh, well, we haven't had a time for me to pull the note out and ask you guys about it yet.
There have been so many times you could have pulled the note out and asked us
Oh,
about it.
when you were dying in the hallway, when I was being
Yes!
thrown through a wall,
Yes.
when the guy who could
translated this
potentially
for me?
read the note was
Oh!
falling into a pit of poison.
Wait, which time? The first time you fell into the pit of poison?
The
The second time you fell into
Mhm. It doesn't seem like those have been very opportune times yet.
I'll
I
read
was,
it from down here.
yeah, I was gonna wait until we were like at an
Alright.
inn and like getting ready to rest or something, and then pull them out.
Brum, you see images flash in front of your face of the cave you were just in. You see somebody walking along the cave, stopping before a particular rock halfway down the path you were very familiar with, and placing a single, it looks like a perfectly smooth sphere behind the rock, and you get the sense that he's gifting it to you, but he's leaving it there.
Okay, I'm
That's all.
I'm gonna remember that for, well, when we're not almost dead.
Is it just
All
on
right,
the
so you're
way?
going
Is that what is there?
in the caves you just were in
Oh,
with the snakes.
okay. Yep.
So you find it in the Commerce District. There's quite a few of them. They're higher priced. The first one you come across would say it's about $1 a night to stay here.
You know what? Fuck it.
Yeah.
For the room?
Yeah, for a
Like-
safe, clean
The room.
room with
Yeah.
food. Yeah.
Yeah,
No, food is separate. It's only the room.
Oh.
that's fine.
Right,
Yeah.
they'll
Can-
escort you up. This one has proper beds. There's only 2 beds you'll have to share, but there are proper beds in these rooms, like full cushion mattresses, sheets. The most luxurious sleep you will ever have had.
Wowie, wow, wow.
I don't
Thank
even know
God.
if you- We're just like sitting there in the bed, just like, what is this?
I'm going to the
Sorcery.
bath.
Oh,
This one now her bathhouses. They're more expensive, but there are
No.
bathhouses available.
Next time. Next time.
Yeah.
There's not much to worry about security here. This is a very safe place, so if you don't want to take a watch, you just have it rest, you can.
Yeah, let's do that.
think we're just gonna rest.
Yeah,
All right, take 1 gold out of your shared pot, or 2.5 silver each,
I will.
however you want to do it.
Here, I'll just
I'll do two
subtract
and
a gold. I'll just
you're gonna
subtract a
you're
gold
gonna
out of mine.
okay.
Oh, because I also picked up money off the bodies, so I'll
I
just
am not gonna
Yeah, so-
complain about him paying for it, so I'm just
There.
gonna like tilt my glass and continue along my way.
there. 1 gold done.
Okay, you get a long rest. You wake up in the morning. We are 4 hours in, so if you guys want to stop, that makes sense.
This would be
I'm
the
happy to keep going
time.
if you want to.
Yes.
Yeah, no.
Do we? Okay. Do we want to go over the letter that I got and have someone see if I can have one of you guys read it, or save
Yeah,
that
let's
for
do
next
that.
time?
Sure, that can be something to close on there.
Okay. Hey, when before we went to the anomaly, I got bumped into, and someone gave me this. I can't read it.
Who are you giving it to?
I will hand it to Umbrar.
Okay.
Can you read this?
Should be able to if it's an elvish.
Umber.
To Brahm, the serpent. The serpent has burned the fields and salted the earth. The serpent now poisons the pantry and floods the granary, for famine can finish all. Take care what questions you ask, of whom you ask them. A eye within a triangle is drawn where a signature should be. This is
Oh,
that.
okay. Stop asking people about that thing so openly. We got to be a little.
Yeah, I take out my sketching of the religious symbol and I say, well, I guess, Brahm, we have to be a little more cautious about prying about these folks.
Comparing it to this symbol you guys saw, it matches except there's no snake around this one.
Oh.
So maybe a sectarian split.
Somebody knows. Somebody knows.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can investigate that too later, but we do have to be a
Also-
little bit sneakier about that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Serpent is burned.
It should show up in your journal now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. I thought the anomaly would be in and out, but snakes, man. Good god.
Yeah.
Oh.
Once we
Terrifying
figured it
little
out, then
shit.
the fact that we couldn't just get the like things in the right spot, I was just like, oh come on, guys, come
We're
on.
having
It's the
four-
pat your head and touch your tummy thing. That's
Yeah.
what I'm picturing it to there.
No, it's 4 people trying to make a ping pong ball. They're trying to sink a ping
Dopable.
pong ball on a table.
Yeah. Harder than you'd think.
Mm-hmm.
Just more so. Well, I look
You
forward to
still have
seeing
the
how
boots
the
and the
Merchants
wand.
Guild, the Merchants Guild kicks our
Yeah.
ass because of
Oh.
not
Yeah.
showing up there.
And then, I'll also pull out that wand. Oh, anybody know what this is?
I can
Oh,
identify.
Ziggy can inspect magic. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What's this?
Should I do I cast identify? Yeah, I'll cast identify.
You can, yeah. If you do, roll me a 1d12, please.
Mm-hmm. It's a wand of identify.
I mean, that'd be handy for a bit.
2. Is a wand of find familiar that recharges, has a 5% chance to recharge every day. Has 1 charge in it.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Oh, if anybody wants a buddy.
It seems helpful.
And I will identify the boots as well.
Okay. Find your cardigan. They are boots of false tracks. I'll put their.
You can choose to have. Oh, you leave whatever tracks you want.
So you could be an elf and pretend to leave cobalt tracks or something.
Boots hide tracks. Leave whatever you'd like. Who would like to have boots? Stylish on Yekas, but Yekas too big for.
Just a reminder, the Arcane Assembly is expecting to get those.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna say I don't think we get to
Oh.
keep them
Oh, okay.
as
Yeah.
much as I
Probably.
would like to. I think that's what they want back.
Proof. We gotta have proof of one job because we gotta make tribute
Yeah.
at the end of the week.
But I think
Considering
this
we're
was a
gonna
good
have
one to end it
so,
on. Was there anything else we wanted to wrap up?
I think that's most of the immediate pressing stuff.
Next week we could turn in, try and figure out the money, and then do damage control on all the
All
other
the other
relationships we just burned.
Mhm.
Although honestly, we may just want to just lean in with the time anomaly thing because it seems to be connected more to Brahm stuff and the stuff on the surface.
Yep, we can. I mean, we may be forced to without our choice.
Right.
There, we'll see what the relationships are.
We
Our
just need to
options
stop
may be more
agreeing to
limited.
do things for people.
We're just
Just a
overly
note.
eager and ambitious.
Just one note, Tribute Day is Tears Day, and you guys just woke up on Tears Day.
Shit.
Oh, okay.
No.
So we owe some people some money, but that's fine. We got that
Yeah.
covered.
Yeah, it's 1 gold a week.
Okay.
So yeah, so we can go and
Pay
at
up
least
quickly.
at least put the gold in at the, I guess, the mage place for me and Ziggy. And then also,
Well,
should we also put one in at the scavengers, or what was the other?
Let's just
Well, we all
focus
have
on
to
the
check with
Arcane
them.
Assembly for right now.
The tribute's paid at the Hall of Tribute. You don't pay
Yeah,
it at
we
the
just
guilds.
Yeah, we
the
paid our.
guilds just offered.
Oh,
Masters.
that's right. The guilds just, if we actually if we can get into them, they'll pay our tribute.
Right.
Correct.
You guys
So
get
it's
access to magic stuff too.
Yeah.
And does this adventure get us 4? Because we just did a long rest. So that would be
No.
my next question. No, that did
You're
not
not
get us
for
4.
yet.
Okay.
You have to successfully join a guild for that. You have not have done that yet.
I see.
Mhm.
We were halfway there for 2.
Yeah, you are. Sadly, you can't add those halves together.
No,
Alright.
no, unfortunately we cannot.
It was a good session. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves.
Yeah, thanks, Trevor.
That was good. Lots of bad. I was noticing it'd be like I'd roll a 20, someone else would roll really high, and then one of us would fail, and like, oh, and then we do it again. Then
Yeah, it was
I'd roll a 1, and I'd be like, oh my
cascading
god.
failures. Yeah.
It was a round robin though. It
Yeah.
wasn't too many people consecutively.
Well,
We
it
all
was
took
that on
turns
top of the
doing
fact that
this.
like every other event we hit, it was like, okay, roll a check, and it's like, all right, you roll a 2.
Face.
Fuck!
Poison to face. So much
Fell
poison to
into the
face.
poison snake pit twice.
There's a whole section of the cave camp, or the snake camp you didn't explore. Fun stuff in
Yeah,
there.
I
Alright.
think it's for better, actually. Thank you very much.
Well, if we want to, like, probably also explain like the vision that I saw of someone leaving me a gift in the snake
Yeah, we'll have to
cave.
go backtrack a little bit, but I think it was just the Earth Elemental being like, you guys were cool.
It was in the snake cave? I thought it was left in one of the caves that we just passed through.
No, it's snake
The
cave.
snake cave we were in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was part of the one in the trail that we walked down, and very, it should be fairly simple to find, at least from the mental image that I was sent.
Yep, you know exactly where it is. You recognize the spot.
Hmm.
But all right, I'm jumping off for a bit, gentlemen. You all have a good night.
Thank you. That was a blast, everybody.
See you.
Okay, see you next week.
So see you when we see you next.
Yep.
Au revoir.
Adios.